Let us embark with the robot. I like to call him Crummy Robot, but he's not that crummy. It's the user that's crummy. He's actually really powerful, and the more I play as him, the more I realize just how powerful the Defect is. And really, his power comes straight away. Thanks to Cracked Core, he can really kick ass in Act 1. And what other characters can just have passive, massive block and damage like he does? It's just a question of setting it up. By the way, Forced Elite, Forced Early Elite, can take the spicy one if we want to go shopping. Late Elite, well, yeah, there's 1, 2, 3 Elite paths with a generous enough smattering of upgrade if you feel like taking on spicy first. But we'll see what Niao offers us. Colorless card, but it won't be rare. The non-rare colorless cards are a bit neh. Niao's Lament, lose all gold for choose a rare, or the boss swap. Boss swap's certainly risky. I could nail the Spicy Elite for free using Lament, but there's a 10, then 20% chance that that fails. But the free Spicy Elite would set me up pretty well. It's just, you know, what is it? If you have to roll 2 times and it's 10 and 20% chance that you fail, what are the odds that you fail? In my head, it's more than 30. Losing all gold, but if I get a cash event into this shop, whoa, but rolling right into the Spicy Elite could be a recipe for disaster. 100% chance. Oh, maybe the first event gives me a relic, and the relic is Juzu Bracelet, and then we're free. I'm a little tempted by Niao's Lament, because there's a reasonable opportunity to snipe this Elite, and even if there's not, I can buy a couple of potions and force the Elite's death. And then we just carry on, happy as can be. I'm going to go with Lament. And we're going to try our luck here, because it's overall the better looking path anyway. Take the Elite, take the upgrade, and then, you know, we could slay this other Elite and carry on, but we have options. Various other options. Let's see where this takes us then. Isn't it just 10% times 20%? What? Jalissa, where did you learn maths? Good God. I've not said hi before, but hello, well, welcome. Maybe we can all learn a thing or two today. Let's get moving, robot. Hello, Jawworm. The mighty Jawworm strikes for 12 unavoidable damage. But Niao's Lament ensures that he dies. We get 13 gold and some terrible options. Force Field with no powers, Storm with no powers, and that means Melter is the only acceptable card here. Yeah, it performs pretty well in Act 1 and Act 2, let's be honest. We're also fighting the Guardian, so it can shred Guardian's block. So all in all, not a bad Melter. Okay, well, we get the Shanking Gremlin. The Wheel of Spare Change. Are you ready? Of course you are. You know, 4 out of 6 times this is a good outcome. We just don't want the curse and we don't want to get shivved. And the heal would be a bit of a waste. Just give me the Relic, man. The Relic, man. And the Relic is half an empty cage. Remove 1 card. Well, that's pretty good. Maybe we could just remove Melter. No, Melter is strictly better than a Strike, so goodbye Defect Strike. Makes the Zap Dual Cast that much better. 20% chance to not snipe the Elite. Ah! Bollocks. What a load of bollocks. No snipey of the Spicy Elite. 20% failure right there. Right, so we need to kill this Elite, and we've not been offered good ways to kill the Elite. Streamline's not that great. Claw is pretty awful. And I don't think Hologram is what we're looking for right now. I might just skip all of this. No, I only go Claw deck if Claw is the first damage card offered. Or the first card offered. And this ain't the first card. I'm not the world's biggest fan of Streamline. It's far less effective than Melter. I think this is just skip. These cards are all pretty bad at this point. I mean, Hologram can be good, but currently it doesn't do anything good for me, so skip-a-doodle. I just googled it. My maths was apparently for both to occur. Very sad. Yeah, seeing your mathematical prowess does make me sad as well. Alright, so we have a couple potions that don't do much against the Spicy Elite. I guess this is a takeable charge battery. Hologram is back. Where is the damage? Do you have the damage? You've got Seek on say. Ah! Why couldn't the gremlin, the shivvy spinny wheel gremlin, give me cash instead? Ah, some nice things I can't have here. To take that Seek then. This elite has to die, by the way. Seek might be a bit too greedy an option. I could take Seek and an attack potion. I could certainly speed up Gremlin Ob's demise. But spicy sentries could also be really bad. So many nice things, just a couple of gold away. I've never felt so poor. The flex pot does damage, but not a whole lot of damage. I guess the Thorns pot could make some things happen against the sentries. Essence of Steel will probably get some mileage against Lagavulin. Big old Gremlin Ob is a problem. There are a lot of problems here. And they're problems I don't have solutions for. It's, even from 64 health, this Spicy Elite could certainly floor me, because I just don't have damage here. What have I got? I've got Base, Deck, and Melter. And my option for adding more is Bullseye. Does it have to be Bullseye? Is Bullseye the only way to kill this monstrosity? I can't get Bullseye with Seek. Seek is so strong and it's on sale. So if we do kill the Elite, then... things could go better. Chaos is a ladder and all, yeah, but it needs an upgrade so it generates 2 orbs, otherwise it's just discount Zap. Well, it is Zap. I'm not happy about my situation here. Maybe drop the Essence of Steel, grab the attack potion, and that way I maybe have Gremlin Ob covered. Yeah, I guess so. I need the damage output after all. Ka-ching yourself. Okay, so that was a really, really bad start. We lost out big time on the encounter here. And the shot didn't really aid us much, but we'll see what our spicy is. It is regenerating Luggy. We could immediately go in with Melter Strike. I am so bad at this fight, by the way. I'd rather set up with Zap. Yeah. We'll set up as much as we can. At least the Zap can outdo some of his regeneration, but I'm about to get walloped here. Alright, we have those set up. Let's see what next turn gets us. Hopefully some melting. Not afraid of using the attack potion. Nor should I be. Where are you, Melter? You're not here, but Zap Strike is fine. Well, it's not that fine, but it's something. Can't even use all this energy. So Bullseye was actually the correct option. Yep, I should have taken Bullseye. That would massively up the damage that these lightning orbs would do. I'm contemplating the attack potion right now. I'm also contemplating the Thorns potion. It wouldn't add much damage, maybe 6 or 9 to the fight. If it adds more than that, then the fight's already gone pear-shaped, and my block game is insufficient here. Can't block this guy, I just have to keep doing damage. So is it attack potion now, or potentially later? The attack potion doesn't really get any better, and it might have something like Beam Cell in it right now. And I'm going to need it on redraws anyway. Cold Snap is quite good. Oh, Bullseye is here! Oh, wow! I mean, Go for the Eyes is nice for keeping me alive, but Bullseye kills this thing. Or certainly aids killing this thing. Wow, what a find. What a find. It's only 1 extra damage per Zap, but that certainly helps. And Seek can get me anything. It could even get me Melter. Is it better to dual cast? With the lock on, it's probably better to get that thing down. Yeah, look at that, 12 and 12 damage. Please stop hurting me. Do I need the liquid bronze to win this fight? Let's hope no. Could I seek the strike, just so I'm not drawing the strike, and then we draw our better cards? I think I might rather have the Seek around for later. Couldn't hurt, right? Damn that regeneration. Damn not getting my extra zap or my my lock on the rebound. How much do I need this guy dead? A lot. But dual casting without the lock on feels pretty bad. I'll keep the output for now. More pain. More gain. I need that bullseye right about now. Alright, that should be the end of him. Should be the end of him. Not going to claim that was a great fight, but without bullseye it would look a lot worse. Please give me a good relic. The Bag of Preparation is indeed a good relic. 2 additional card draw on turn 1. We get the key. And we get some options, including a rare card like a Rainbow. I think I take that Rainbow. It's good orb generation. And I might not even need to rest at this point. Seek is a great upgrade. Just in general. Yeah, it's hard to go wrong with Seek. Phew. I'm glad we made it out of that alive, but there's another elite coming right up. At least it's not a spicy elite. We're now into the advanced hallways, which could pose problems of their own. This is either Nob or Sentries. I'm still not great at either. We'll try and get the middle of the act upgrade here. Next turn is not exactly great on output. Yeah, go on then. There's my zap. Don't want to take too much damage here, but life could be ugly. Without getting Rainbow upgraded, oh wow, he's very rude. Going in again. Could I kill him? He's on 21. No, I could not. But I could not take damage. And then I could seek just Melter for damage, I suppose. Or Zap for passive damage. Yeah, let's just kill him. Make sure this... Oh, I had more energy than I thought. Well, it doesn't matter. He'll be dead anyway. Thanks to melting him alive. Alright, get back my gold, get additional gold, and get options. I don't like these options. Recycle opens some interesting infinite play. And the alternatives are pretty terrible. Recycle is a waste of time against the sentries, which is a 50% chance what I'm fighting next. Steam Barrier is free block, but it runs out of juice fairly quickly. It's not very good against Nob either. So yeah, these two cards both not very good against Nob, and Hologram also not good against Nob. And that's what I'm looking at next, unless I want to avoid. And I don't want to avoid. I'd like to slay 2 more elites. Recycle's pretty good against the Guardian. Get rid of those boggin strikes. It's just such a curse for the upcoming Nob and Sentries fight. And I don't have the potions to force that through. I might have to avoid them. I don't want to avoid them via the shop, but maybe shop upgrade event, and then I can take on this elite, because this elite's not looking promising. I need more output. Deck doesn't really do output right now. If I slimmed down the rest of my deck and I just kept playing Rainbow, things would look better, but we have no focus, and we haven't been offered Frost either. We've just been offered mediocre garbage. Still eyeing that Recycle, because it's pretty good against the boss. Otherwise, though, this looks pretty grim. You have Thorn's Potion for Sentries. I do. I'll take that recycle then. It's more potential long-term value. Small chest, small reward. And it's... Oh, it's focus, actually. Data disc is nice. That makes Rainbow better. Considerably better. Do I feel like I can take on the elites here? Because I really, really don't think I could murder the sentries right now. Just to have the output or the good potions for it. And Knob would clean my clock. But if I don't take them on, I'm not really getting any stronger. Oh yeah, it's all fine for you to say, of course you can take them on. You're not the ones bloody playing. I'm the one who has to evaluate, can I kill Knob with this? And the answer is not really. Where's the damage? How do I kill him? You know, I draw defend, 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 zap, dual cast, recycle, charge battery. These things are all worthless against Knob. And even against the sentries, I don't have the output for it. And we haven't been offered the output either, so I actually have to skedaddle. I think I take the left path. I go shopping, maybe find a better card, go here, and then consider taking this on. Consider. Well, there's an attack potion. That makes me feel a bit better. There's self-repair. That makes me feel a lot better. I can't have both. Self-repair is better if I got a bit more passive output in terms of keeping alive. I'm not sure I have it. Oh, there's Ori and I can't have it. Good relics and I can't have them. I think I take the attack potion and try to gun down the elite. And then I get the event that gives me all the potions, right? Not very happy about the health situation either. The rainbow upgrade stops it from exhausting, so that allows it to push through and re-evoke everything. Really good for when it charges up the dark orb. So I do think I want the rainbow upgrade. Attack potion, upgrade rainbow, take an event, and then slay this unless the event is something like damage. Maybe damage for gold and I go that way. But yeah. Let's try and make things happen. Chill is good for the sentries. Until they get evoked once and then they're no good anymore. Remove transformer upgrade. Removing a strike is nice. Upgrading recycle is nice. Same with zap and dual cast. Transforming strike could get me something a lot better, or it could be worthless. Slim decks are nice. But if I remove a strike, I'm even less likely to kill the Knob. Transform could transform into something worthless, though. I'll pray for the high roll then. Transform a strike, please. Equilibrium's good. Hold on to your hand, get decent block. I'm very happy with that transform. But again, still makes the Knob not particularly good for killing. Good against sentries, though. Let's see what we can make happen. We bought this potion to force through this. It is the sentries, no Knob for me. Rainbow right at the start. Just rainbow charge battery, that's a full block. Doesn't progress anywhere in these bleeding sentries, though. I'm okay to use the attack. I'm okay to use both potions here, and I probably do need my liquid bronze going. But yeah, rainbow charge battery is probably the play here. We'll see what the attack potion has for us next turn, I think. Although there's almost nothing that would kill the sentry. Yeah, Sunder wouldn't be enough. And with these cards, actually, I still don't have good damage output at all. This fight could hurt a lot. This fight will hurt a lot. Okay, maybe this sentry dies to attack potion. There are possibilities. Good thing Seek is here, because I might need that equilibrium. We should definitely see what's in the attack potion, though. Defect is difficult for me to understand. What's the strategy here? We haven't been offered great cards. You might think otherwise, given that we have Seek Rainbow here, but I paid for that Seek. And that Rainbow came from the Elite fight. We haven't really been offered damage so far, so it's kind of painful to make things happen. Just got to work with what you have in Defect. If you go into Defect going, yes, I'm going to make this build, you're going to get trapped, because odds are you're not going to be offered what you need for it. Let's see what's in the attack potion. Meteor Strike. Well, that solves some problems, but Hyper Beam could also be considered solving problems. Thing about Meteor Strike is I can't even use the energy. Hyper Beam is 26 damage. I can seek for... Oh, I've got no damage to seek for. But Equilibrium Defend could actually block the damage here. So I could actually Hyper Beam my way through the fight, just force it a bit. Yeah, it's not normally the card of my dreams, because that lose 3 focus is pretty enormous. But I think it's the answer for this fight. Just get me out of here without killing me, please. Don't want to do that just yet. We want to do stuff with our orbs, which probably means dual casting the Zap. And hopefully it strikes front and or back, and not the middle. And then we seek Equilibrium. That's not okay if I don't kill these two. Well, no, it's fine because Equilibrium Defends will block, and then I just need to lightly tap these things and they die. The Zap is almost worthless. It does like 1 damage. Oh, that's right. We could also redraw Hyper Beam and end the fight. Alright, go. They're almost dead, but almost dead ain't dead. Yeah, I'm going to need that Equilibrium. I already have a Defend. Oh, of course, the damage from the Thorns will kick in as well. Alright, now you just need to kindly die. Hyper Beam does not come to help me out here. But Strike does. The paltry damage I get from Zap can help me out here. Well, maybe. Maybe. Just don't completely brick my draw and we'll be somewhere. Hey, Rainbow. Rainbow's cool. Goodbye. Alright, so the attack potion saved the day enormously there. I'm glad I paid for it. Our reward is the kunai. That's pretty bad for the defect, but maybe I'll never find Frost, so maybe we'll have to rely on block cards. Oh man, it is not going well with these card rewards. Beam Cell's not really the answer. I'm going to be killing Guardian with orbs, the Rainbow in particular. I guess I have to take Steam Barrier, try to block him. And then we fight against Red Slaver. Red Slaver immediately hitting me for the 24. Ugh. Charge Battery Rainbow is going to block 10. I'll take 4, but I need the damage done. At least I get some extra energy for next turn. Recycle would need an upgrade to be energy positive here. This is fine because I can Equilibrium my hand and hold on to it for next turn. I also give him a little love tap. That EQ card was a great transform, by the way. Truly great. I can also seek out any skill if I want to. For example, I can Rainbow and kill him. Rainbow and kill him sounds good. And that's the end of you. Boot Sequence is a block card. Not reusable, but pretty good at the start. Rebound. It's damage. There's no way we take Reprogram. That'd be madness. Do I take Boot Sequence? If I'm focused on surviving through orbs, then maybe. But the problem is the Guardian kills me on turn 2 with Destroy, Destroy, Destroy. And my current output will not take care of that. Boot Sequence is a bit of a brick turn 1. Also 70%, but no potion there. Thank you, game. No potion into the Guardian seems a bit rough. I'm probably going to have to rest. I'll take the Boot Sequence. Probably useful in Act 2. Besides, the Bag of Preparation doesn't hurt me so badly. So unless there's an upgrade crying out to me, and maybe Recycle is an upgrade that's crying out to me. Get rid of my strikes. Well, there are only 2 left, aren't there? Alright, well, we'll rest because the Guardian fight is scary right now. Morning alt's a bit early, isn't it? Oh, for a man of my age, it's already quite late. Right, Guardian, let's have a go. Well, Rainbow turn 1. Equilibrium, though, they kind of fight each other for use. Equilibrium allows me to Boot Sequence the Destroy, Destroy, Destroy. And that in itself could well be worth my time. Yeah, because unless I think I can do 49 damage in 2 turns, I'm just eating the destroy. And I am not doing that damage at all, am I? No, there's no way. Just EQ the hand. Or do we think otherwise? Because I can Rainbow and Dual Cast. No, I need Melter too. Oh, I have Melter. But I don't have the energy to Rainbow Dual Cast, sadly. Yeah, Melter can do... Let's just imagine we have to do the 30. Then suddenly there's only 20 to do. Dual casting that does 18, actually. I think we can smash him up a bit. Yeah, we can. Just Melter, Dual Cast, and Strike. It doesn't get my Rainbow in play, and I feel rather awful about that. But I'd feel very awful about taking 36 right about now. Next turn we can block, and after that it's in God's hands. Not sure I trust that fellow. I'd much rather Rainbow, but the damage must be done. There we go, and a Simple Strike takes care of it. But if a Simple Strike works, then a Zap probably works better. Yeah, I'd rather get that for the passive output. Alright, come and have a go. And we maintain the boot sequence and the unused seam barrier for later. There's nothing to seek. What an awful turn. Nothing to recycle either. And hopefully we get some block for his spin to win. Well, we do get some block for his spin to win, and I can get my Rainbow going. Can also free cycle if I want. Can't imagine why I'd want currently. No, I want to build up this Dark Orb if the game could be so kind. Not lining up that recycle with anything. However, I could seek out a strike and recycle that. Could seek out both my strikes so they're not hanging around for later. Sure. Actually, I could also seek something that I can use with that, like my Zap. So I recycle a strike and then cast Zap. Or I charge battery so I have more energy for next turn. But I don't think I need that. So recycle the strike, turn it into that Zap. Frost is on front. Equilibrium charge battery, full block, more energy for next turn when I have all these cards. We draw Bump Kiss, though. There's no damage. Well, nobody said there had to be damage. Well, I guess that's kind of damage. It's a shame, I want to recycle that strike. Maybe I recycle a defend, I've got too many crappy defends hanging around. Dual cast I want on the dark. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what, the Rainbow is going to come in and push that out anyway for damage, so I think we're fine next turn. This is what I draw his next turn anyway. And I can just zap Rainbow, and we probably do nasty things to him. It's just a shame I don't have the dual cast back for the dark. It'd be good damage. How goes the streak? It's off to a pretty grim start, truth be told. There's also blocking. Blocking is possible here. I got 23 right now. The Rainbow brings in a touch more if we play it. Am I actually brutalizing him here? That's 9 and 27 for 36. Yeah, that takes care of him. So we just zap Rainbow. I think we do. Eat it, Guardian nerd. Gotta say, it's been pretty grim times with the Defect. This is not a deck that wins Act 2. Not by a long shot. Charge battery EQ. Yeah. We do passive output damage even in the Dark Orb. It's like every turn we're doing 7 damage. More than that if we get a dual cast off. punch it out there, unless I want to save this for later, but I don't think I do. Just get the damage done while going is good. Let's also evoke that for some block. I can get more block. Had to use these things eventually, right? Yeah, we should have this fight done and done right. Five by 4. Steam barrier is back. We can also dual cast this to block our way through, and I do fancy blocking my way through. Bit of a shame I once again cannot dual cast the dark. Never have been able to dual cast the dark in this fight. Yes, no damage, please. Why did I rest again? For what reason did I rest? I'm not too fashed about that, though, because... Rainbow next turn. If Rainbow's next turn, then Equilibrium's a waste of time. Just charge the battery and murder him next turn. Murdering sounds good. Yeah, the destroy, destroy, destroy always could have ended me, so I'm not worried about this. And that should be the end of you. It's pretty much the end of you. Just does pretty much nothing but put the frost on front. Dual cast is there to kill him better, though. I just hold on to this. And we win. Winning is good. 0 kunai procs, by the way. Just showing how not very useful the ninja relics are for the robot most of the time. Well, another rainbow. There's a creative AI, which more than anything is probably just a target for recycling. There's also multicast, which is interesting because it's a budget double energy with recycle. If you recycle an X cost card, you get all of your energy. So if I were on 3 and recycled that, I go down to 2 and then up to 4. Also 80%, no potions. No potions into Act 2. A very, very bad situation. Yeah, see, with a rainbow, we can multicast darkness to brutalize our foes. We need some energy to make that happen, though. A bit of a brick draw some other times. Could work pretty well if I find electrodynamics. Notably, we have not. I don't think creative AI is the answer. Although I do desperately need some scaling. It's just going to be a bit of a brick during hallway combats. And I don't think we're so good at those either. Choosing rare cards primarily as recycle fuel sounds bad. Yeah, especially since I don't have any draw. Yeah, James, the cards we've been offered in this Act 1 have been pretty dire. No frost, no draw, no nothing. I take that multicast. I just feel like it's not going to work out the way I want it to. Could take a second rainbow, that's not unthinkable. Even though I upgraded the first one already to be reused. I'll take multicast. Ah, crap. So, in addition to the card wards being kind of bad, the boss relics are Super Suck City. Remove the last 2 strikes. Get energy that's going to disappear the moment I play Rainbow. Or take on all those elites in Act 2 with this elite slaying deck and get double relics. A kunai is dead if I remove those 2 strikes, but I think it was dead anyway. I might even remove strike and a defend. Just for dire need of output. No, that's silly, right? Just play rainbow, block, and then unload the rainbow should be our key to victory. This gets me killed, though, this Black Star, for sure. Elite Slayer garbage, man, sounds pretty good. Nuclear battery, without active draw, that's pretty hard to make work. On the other hand, I can do plays like Seek Rainbow, and then Rainbow gets played for free because it evokes that Plasma Orb. And then I just have to go pretty fast. I can also multicast on the Plasma Orb to double my energy, but that's not particularly useful unless I have a lot of cards to play. EQ can give me cards to play. There's a case for both of these. Yeah, because if my deck doesn't have those 2 strikes, it has my reasonable cards. It's just I have no energy, and I kind of need some energy. Oh, it's worth noting that nuclear battery will be after my cracked core. So multicast doesn't immediately give me bazillions of energy either. And yeah, once I rainbow, we no longer have that nuclear battery. So if rainbow comes and I can't use that extra 2 energy, it's just a complete waste. That does allow me to evoke it and then, say, multicast the frontal bit of electricity, but that is one-off damage that really will not carry me even in the advanced hallways of Act 2. So these options are all kind of terrible. I could have gone for Cursed Key, because I've already... Oh, I didn't take the key. Huh. Okay, well, I could have taken just about anything that gives me energy. Nuclear Battery, the card that activates the passive of an orb, and the card that lets you play cards 2 times, gives you all the energy you will ever need for 1 turn. And I have no active draw. No skim, no compile driver, no overclock. So we get loads of energy and we can't do anything with it. No ice cream either. And I don't have an expensive deck. Rainbow is the only expensive card I have at 2 cost. Seek Plus can put a couple of expensive cards into my hand, but look at that. 0 cost, 0 cost, 0 cost, upgrades to 0 cost. It's very, very tough to choose a nuclear battery here. And it's considerably less tough to just get rid of 2 strikes. Deck sucks, sure, but yeah, it makes multicast worse. Yeah, these are so bad that accidentally skipping would make that much of a difference. No, removing 2 strikes is pretty big. It's just going to get me killed in the... Well, yeah, it'll get me killed. Creative AI could have been an expensive card, yeah. Okay, I think I'm going nuclear battery. I don't like it, but at least it can give me some one-off output in fights, which might be the difference between living and not living. So I need better cards, but I also really like question marks in Act 2. Are we taking the 1 Elite Act 2? Because these paths are very divergent. Go this way, maybe I can take the Elite, but more likely I take the double upgrade. Triple upgrade in a row actually seems quite nice. And then... there's no way over to you. The late shop is rather nice. Alternatively, we take lots and lots of question marks. Then take our triple upgrade, 1 Elite and get out. But a 1 Elite Act 2 sounds very sad. Then again... I would just go this far and then make a judgment call. I love Act 2 question marks. Because they're not fights and they're not elites. Alright, Melter, please. Melter is here. Alright, you're just dead then. I like you being just dead. Melter is here. And sure, let's multicast. I already have dual cast, which is better in a lot of ways. Goodbye. Right, the one use for Melter has been and gone. Oh, Jesus. What the hell is this? I have no powers for Force Field. Overclock works against you just after 1 cycle, and Claw is garbage. Well, that's a skip. So the card rewards are not on my side in this run. The algorithm is not playing ball with me. Double check those card rewards. Maybe hidden underneath here was Echo Form. No, ain't happening. Admittedly, with a tight deck, Claw would cycle fast, but it's still too slow. It's hard to overstate how fast you have to be in every combat in A20. Either set yourself up, or just end the fight. You have to be fast. I heard somewhere that on A20, you have to be about 1 turn faster than on A18 and below. Yeah, because those elites and bosses and even normal enemies just have much more challenging movesets. We had a claw deck before claws and it sucked ass. Yeah, it's not necessarily the number of claws, it's how you manipulate them. Holograms, all-for-ones, a slim deck. Oh, choose one of 20 cards. Right, please, 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 I need better cards than this. Notably, there are no rare cards, but I never get rare cards in this. There is a defrag, and I'm very okay with defrag. I'm also okay with chill. I could be okay with skim, white noise. Man, there are good cards here. Chill, defrag, skim. Even cool-headed is nice. Frankly, I would press a take all button. But I can't have all of them. Defrag makes that rainbow considerably better, so I'll probably just take the defrag. Nice to finally have a power. Excellent upgrade target as well, but I really need to generate some frost. But we take that defrag. The story of a man who journeyed beyond stars and found himself stuck on a desolate foreign planet. Ingenuity, luck, perseverance, and humor to retain his sanity were the tools to return home. Fascinating. Oh, do you find a book on the Martian? Ah. The game has been rather grim to us so far. Why don't we go for the absolute high roll? What's the expected value outcome here, by the way? Which one is better? 30% for 250 or 7 for 100? The shop is ages away. We'll go for the high roll regardless. Come on, this seed has been so bad to me. Surely it's about to turn good for me. Crash, bang, wallop. You lost the bet. Okay, well, at least I wasn't gouged by a lance. Buy 50 gold. Ah, the punishment. Oh. Frost. I think I have to take that cold snap. Sheer lack of output is driving me to insanity. I would have much rather had Frost remove, get rid of one of those strikes. The high roll is better expected value. Well, I still got punished. Potions are nice as well, but I'm taking that cold snap. Yeah, Art of War would be pretty awesome. That's pretty much just a boss relic right there. But I can't afford it, so give me the cold snap. Yeah, I'd love some card removing. Would I want turbo? Maybe with the empty cage I would have taken turbo. I can also seek turbo to have a big bang of a turn. But I think we'll be okay with this. There's a shop later on. Wow, no encounters. Oh my god, again, what's this order? I could have had all this gold going into that shop. How much am I willing to give my life for gold? There's a shop right here, and no real encounters along the way, barring these question marks. I could actually turn my health into a lot of gold. Gold, 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 and get out. Alright, 335 gold makes up for the lost bet earlier on. And we're bringing up that defrag. We haven't seen the waffle yet, I believe, so might be a waffle in that shop for all the damage I took. We'll almost certainly see at least one fight in these two questions. What?! What is this aggressive marketing? I hate this freaking seed. Ah. Christ almighty. Well, I can remove that strike and I can buy based cognition. And I am okay with that. Yeah, I need a Juzu bracelet to block shops. Yeah, it's card remove based cognition, and then we're still going shopping for a third time in this act. Yeah. It's on sale, though. To be fair, the cards on sale have been good cards. What am I upgrading here? The multicast isn't that bad as upgrades go. Making Zapper dual cast free also worth consideration. Maybe dual cast because I have darkness. We're fighting the Collector, by the way. That's a dangerous, dangerous fight. I could also upgrade Recycle to make energy and slim my deck down. By the way, we are not too far from an infinite. The deck is really small and a lot of things go away, right? Exhausts, 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 exhausts others, exhausts, and these can be exhausted with Recycle, so I think I will upgrade Recycle. Freaking Merchant, man. So the Merchant can never appear in two back-to-back question marks, but you can, I believe, get him right after or before a shop. You never get 3 of him in a row. He's a monster, though, like that. What did I just say? Do Recycle, right? Arrest, mayhaps? I'm holding out for this shop, because it could be Lee's Waffle in there. Or this could be something that makes Arrest better, like a Mango. No, it's the Panties. That means I don't need to rest into Collector, and it's good at the end boss gauntlet as well, so I'll certainly take that. You might not be wrong about that resting, especially since the... I do want to fight that elite. There's nothing here that's crying out for an upgrade. Biased and multicast would be okay for an upgrade. But not dying into this encounter, and it is 60% chance of an encounter, followed by that. But if Lee's Waffle is here, I'm going to be crying. As expected, it's an encounter. We're still in the easy pool, which is brilliant. I think we just go in here. So defrag, rainbow. Then I can multicast this for even more damage. It's a shame because the dual cast would be slightly more output. I mean, I could melt or dual cast and that would be a little less actually. I could also keep the lightning orb for later. Don't know why I would, but I could. Now, surely doing 33 damage is just good. Surely. Also brings the Dark Orb further in. Yeah, I'm suffering alright. Let's just EQ this hand so I have more options for next turn. There's no Art of War to be caring about, so just smack. Could have charged battery, but I'd eat another dazed for that, and I've died to this guy from horrible dazes. Cold Snap working out well for me. Got 100 different ways of blocking this, but which is the best one? Because I could actually seek Biased Cognition. And that would block me. But we'll be able to play it next turn anyway. Seeking Biased would give me 2 hexes. I think I'll do it anyway, just because the output is nice. I could also Zippity Zap, and that would further aid your termination. But then my next draw is garbage. Actually, my next draw is garbage anyway. That might have been a mistake. That's what the frost is for. Come on, Rainbow, save me. Thank you, Rainbow. You saved me? You saved me. What a redraw. Oh my gosh. Well, every decision I make, I'm being punished on here. I rest, I get regen potion. I go shopping, I get Knowing Skull. Before Knowing Skull, more shopping that I can't handle. Take Nuclear Battery, probably should have taken Empty Cage. Rebound is pre-upgraded, but I don't think that's what I'm looking for right now. Could do things like Rebound Rainbow. It is 12 damage as well. But I think where the deck is at, I don't want that. Empty Cage with all those shops? Yeah, I know. Alright, what you got for me this time? Self-repair is on sale. Card remove is never on sale. Compile Driver is really good, and I want that. That's active draw, and that'll be really good if I end up getting the Sundial. Compile Driver remove. Possible self-repair. It's a lot of healing. I gotta have Compile Driver when I've got Rainbow. That's 3 draw on the attack. And attacks are good for Kunai, right? Power Potion for the Elite fight. 40% potion chance. Potion might be a good idea just as a safety net. So I'm not buying any of these, right? Sling of Courage doesn't work on bosses, and Strength isn't very good for Defect most of the times. I could actually get the remove with self-repair. Remove the strike, take the self-repair. I also would quite like Cool-Headed. More frost, more draw. That I could still get with the card remove. I don't like the idea of paying for Cool-Headed, but frost is good. And the strikes are trash. That means no self-repair. Maybe it'll show up on its own. Alright, thank you, Knowing Skull. Hello, Book of Glasgow. Well, Defrag and Biased are here already, so it shouldn't be too hard to kill this thing. I can just Equilibrium, Defrag, Biased, full block. Might not need that Power Potion is what I'm getting at. Power Potion might be considerably better saved for the Collector. Although I might get a potion out of this anyway and feel bad about it. A little bit of damage in this fight is fine as well. The curious thing is, how do I do damage here? Well, the electricity will help. Yeah, so here's the question. Can I beat this thing without Power Potion, without being too punished? I think I can. And if the punishment starts coming my way, I can emergency pop the regen potion, or still emergency pop the Power Potion. So I think I go Defrag, Biased, EQ. Defrag, Biased, Rainbow EQ? Yeah, because I need the Dark Orb at the ready. So, Defrag, Biased. And then Rainbow to do some immediate evocation, and then get EQ down for block. And yeah, that does mean I'm on less energy going forward. But I want to evoke that Dark Orb for good damage. Yeah, see that multicast is being hurt here. Actually, could I potentially dual cast that Dark Orb? That would be nice. Block is also nice. Steam Barrier down for free block, or maybe we do Boot Sequence. Boot Sequence actually does the block. He's doing the nasty pattern, by the way. Big hit on turn 2 instead of turn 3 makes turn 3 really hurt. 4x7, right? Boot Sequence doesn't really buy me anything. Because I Melter anyway for damage. Still can't kunai because I have no bleeding attacks in my deck. I can do Defend Steam Barrier, which is probably better than Boot Sequencing. Probably. Boot Sequence gets out of my deck though, but yeah, let's do this. Sure. Biased is continuing to kick in here, but I do get Zap Dual Cast here. I can also seek something out. So my damage here looks pretty bad. If I Zap and Dual Cast, we're doing decent damage. But I myself am only blocking 17. I need like 10 more block, which I don't have. But I could seek... could seek Cool-Headed. So I mean I would want to Cool-Headed over Zap. No, I need the damage output. And we need to get this Dark Orb dual casted, or else we're never killing this thing. 28 and I'm blocking 17. Damage isn't actually that bad because I have the Pantograph, but next turn is also quite brutal, which might be a reason to charge battery instead of Cool-Headed. Yeah, 24 block right now with the extra energy for next turn when I have Compile Driver is probably better. And then we'll take out some trash. None of this is particularly trash, though. I want that cool Compile Driver next turn, so we just bring out Recycle to get rid of it? I guess so. Charge my battery up and recycle the Defend for energy that I can't use. That Bias is kicking in, but it's still done more good than harm. We check Compile. We do check Compile. Blocking all the way then. That's my best way to block here. This blocks 18. Well, it doesn't really block 18. It blocks an additional 12. But 12 for 1 is better than what I'm seeing here, right? Could also Cool-Headed and EQ. That's going to be 12 and 13 for 25. Take 10. Take 5. That's okay. Also hold on to my hand. But it doesn't give me extra energy for next turn, which I might need to secure the kill. So in that case, we charge battery EQ. Steam Barrier as well. Take another little bit of damage, but hopefully kill you. How hopeful are we feeling? Actually, he's not hurting me very badly right now, which is good for me. What else you got? Ah, Rainbow. That's just what I was looking for. This puts my lightning on the front, and that means multicast will kill you next turn. Unless I just kill you now, which is also good. I can count. I also don't take damage, so there's nothing to worry about here. What a card, that Melter. Ah, we go through all that effort, and we get rewarded with true trash. This relic is uncommon, which is good, because I don't want to see it commonly. And it's just such an awful, awful relic. When things go bad, at least get a boogie prize of 6 max hit points. There are some curse maxing strategies, but they're, you know, like 1% of your runs or even fewer. This is terrible. Is it terrible? That turbo could become an infinite. Yeah, with compile driver, turbo, and cool-headed. The voids would come in, right? I would have to upgrade the turbo for it to be truly infinite. I'm not sure I need that energy currently. And no, we're not taking a third claw. Because we didn't take a first or a second. Where's the output in this deck? I think my only way to kill Collector is to charge up a Dark Orb and multicast it to death. But that stops me from rotating orbs, so that's a highly unlikely situation to begin with. Gonna need to pop the Power Potion at the start and pray for something like Echo Form. And just seeing if this turbo has any real use, I don't like the fact that it's unupgraded. Double energy is not very good either. Because you pay 1 energy to double what you have, and chances are you go from 3 to 4. Could go from 4 to 6, but then how do I use that energy? This is not the way. I need better output somehow, but how? And those voids are really going to kick my ass if I take turbo and keep turboing. Desperation Shot won't help, but maybe Colosseum will help. No, how about an actual prize here? Okay, good. The algorithm's kicking in. Every time you play 3 attacks, how often have we played 3 attacks in a single turn? 0 times, you say? Alright, well, free key, I guess. We get full heal anyway, so go for the upgrade. Bias Cognition is a problem. I have no artifact, so if I play that, I'm on a ticking timer. So essentially, I cannot play it. Coolhead is alright for the extra draw. Not being able to bias is pretty bad. It sticks me on 3 focus for the whole fight until I'm ready to kill. Could also recall, but I need output pretty badly. Multicast ain't so bad, the +1. Good on that Dark Orb if we ever get it on the front with us. I'll take it. Game's begging you to take a claw. Yeah, actually, we've got good relics for claw deck. It would make Steam Barrier probably not lose block overall. Alright, Collector. Time for you to be collected. By me. But how do we proceed? Start by seeing what's in Cool-Headed. Defends, huh? I don't want to be seeing these. I need to slim down my deck into something usable. Dualcast is at Equilibrium. Rainbow's going to pop that, but I... oh, that's right. I was thinking about the Power Potion. I'm still thinking about the Power Potion. Yeah, this fight looks very dangerous. Ugh. Ooh. Yeah, okay. We got to scale this fight, so let's do it that way. And if it's bad, it's recycle fodder. Christ. What do you want from me, game? Multicast would actually make that playable, because multicast would give me 8 energy this turn. However, if I compile driver first, I can have 6 energy and a butt-ton of draw. What does 8 energy do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7... I don't think it's worth spending 2 energy on 1 draw here. So I'll just take the multicast and immediately go. Multicast will give you 10... Oh, that's right, it does give me extra. In that case, multicasting for 3, 4, 8... I think I'm okay getting extra draw now then. But these little scumbags have to go. Alright, this draws 3. Very nice. Defrag is also very nice, but give me the energy to do everything, please. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? Double creative AI, that's what we appreciate. So we're going to outscale this fight with powers. Get some frosties going. Okay, you're attacking as well. I better keep that in mind. I got 10, 20... and full block here rather nicely. Bye-bye boot sequence. 10, 27... 32. I better get the damage in. Oh, the kunai! The ordering there as well. I should have done that in a different order. I just didn't expect I would ever play 3 attacks. There's the echo form of my dreams. Right when I'm taking another 35, though. That's unpleasant, to say the least. There's nothing to seek, either. I do like that echo form, but do I like it enough to take this 35 on the chin? Well, we have Steam Barrier, we've got these Frosts. I do think this is important to get in play. The Rainbow would evoke and give me some much-needed... well, give me a Dark Orb as well. Now, that would be nice. This is where I wish I'd taken Turbo. But I think this is necessary to win the fight. I guess... Oh, misplay. I could have Heat Sinks into Echo Form and then seek out Recycle. And something to recycle, but that's not happening, it seems. Bias for more Frost Block. No, the fight, I think, might be a bit longer than Bias can manage for me. Just take the hit. It's not that bad a hit. So, nice to know that we get to double things. And double machine learning for loads of draw. But I might need these Frost Orbs, because it's You Are Mine followed by some nasty attacks. Not to mention Kunai! So powerful, but I still want my machine learning up. Hello, Rainbow. Not getting that Dark Orb going. So we get every debuff here. Well, every debuff we should care about. Electro Die. Well, that does sound good. Yeah, that'll smolder any minions that you bring back, as well as deal some nice output damage. Gets rid of my Frost, though. But I have double Cool-Headed to bring back the Frost next turn. Or maybe I have it now. Like a single one now. Single will do. I want that just in case things go badly. Kinda wish I had Equilibrium, though. Can't quite afford Equilibrium even if it's here, so maybe I shouldn't risk drawing it. Maybe charge my battery for extra energy next turn, so I can EQ and do Seek things. Because this thing is dead, and you're just going to buff up and then probably roast me alive next turn, making me wish I had some block. EQ loses block because of Frail. That's worth considering next turn. The lack of cold could hurt me, but you might resummon. What are the odds that you resummon anyway? 45%... Oh no, it's 25% on Revive. If all Torch Heads are alive, it's 70-30. And I'm vulnerable, so that Fireball is quite likely and very dangerous. But I bet you're bluffing. They were bluffing. Okay, so they're going for the resummon. Interesting. That allows me to double buffer, which is quite handy. Then I can handle any nasty hits that come my way. Get rid of these crummy defends. Wouldn't mind EQing what I have here. Might be time to go in with Biased as well. Yeah, I can even go in double Biased next turn. However, you will be attacking me at that point, so what do I block with? Yeah, there's Cool-Headed and all that for that. Maybe just play single Biased. Yeah, I think at this point we can handle a bit of Biased, and we'll generate more focus along the way. Sure. More powerful for next turn, and there's no point really playing this. I should get some trash out of the upcoming draw. So if I'm not retaining this hand with EQ, I can seek out 2 defends, and then next turn doesn't look so bad. I wouldn't mind doubling the Biased. Although I have one bit of energy. Nah, just get these crummy defense out of my face. Tickle of damage, in come your little buggers, in comes a fireball of course, but I've got buffers for that. Oh, I've got a lot of ways of dealing with you right now. What's my favorite? Super duper double rainbow? Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Still not full... Well, actually, buffer can block this, so I don't really care what I do. Biased. Multicast. No, how about some more block? Actually, 12, 12, 11 still doesn't block this. If I were to evoke this, 15... 16, 17, 18... I think I'm one off if I multicast this. That's fine, just let the buffer do its job. I have another one anyway. Oh, look, you're attacking me again anyway. Nothing to worry about then. Super loop that so I get all the frost I could ever need, or just do damage. Damage is good as well. And let's preserve the buffer. Not going for a resummon? Oh, it's your funeral. Get rid of that creative AI and start doing some damage. Oh, Melter, you're always there for me. And the fight should be over. Yeah, going for another resummon. I fear nothing today. Echo, Echo, recycle EQ, recycle defend, double rainbow. And that was the end of you. Excellent fight. And I preserve... Oh, never punished for using a potion. We got an even better potion. I pay for that potion? Another biased, but with no source of artifact. But we have not found any artifact so far, so there's a reasonable chance the shop is holding out on me. Clockwork Souvenir or Orange Pellets would both be great. All for One brings back Steam Barrier, Boot Sequence if I didn't play it, Seek if I didn't play it, that's just useless then. Thunder Strike is not very good either. It's all pretty bad. Yeah, that creative AI... Yeah, actually, I owe that entire fight to the creative AI. Would have lost without it. And that was in the potion. I don't think another bias is a way forward, but maybe it is. Maybe we just bank on finding Core Surge or any other source of artifact. Sure. Well. Well now. I've seen some options, and these are options. Don't know about you, but I'm only seeing one relic here. Yeah, there's only one relic on offer, and it's Inserter. Means we have to build up pretty fast. Alright, all I need to do is recall it a fire. We've already done the Spicy Elite, and we've already given up a chest. The shopping opportunity comes quite late unless I go here, and I won't be going here. A little bit behind on relics, but there is a 1, 2, 3, 4 elite path if I'm feeling mega gutsy. The problem is Reptomancer destroys me. I've got no area damage, no good way of killing those daggers up front. I'd need electrodynamics and a way to get to electrodynamics for that to work out for me. Even so, I think we go for this, and we can always duck out. Well, can we? Not really. The optionality if things go bad is not high here. Not high at all. But I think we need to go for the good rolls here. So yes, go up and up and up. And up and up. If you punish me, then we'll maybe lurk our wounds here, but if we can take on 3, surely we can take on a 4th after a shop and just get those relics. Hello, dorklings. Ed and Eddie are here to cause me some grief. I can block, but maybe I should check what's in my draw because the blocking, the stuff here just isn't very good. But if I do compile driver and it doesn't work out for me, I'm just taking damage for no good reason. No good reason, huh? Yeah, I'm not able to use this energy anyway. Yeah, ain't nothing happening. Okay, where's my ice cream? At least you're not all buffing turn 1, because then you're in for a very bad time. As it stands, I'm just in for a regular old bad time. At least I have 5 energy, right? What do I do? Get biased rainbow on the go? I could actually get rainbow dual cast and then I get a fair bit of energy, but no draw again. The lack of draw on my deck is very apparent. How do I deal with these guys again? There must be a way. Certainly not through killing them. Deck doesn't have killing output. No amount of cold snapping my fingers is going to work either. Could get both of the cold things and then EQ defend. But that's not a lot of block output. It's only 10. 10, 20, almost 30. Still taking a good amount of damage. I struggle to see better though. Struggle I most certainly do. I mean, I could cold snap rainbow. That'll push this thing out and evoke me a bit of energy. Bit cheaper. And I can still do more. Might as well put everything into blocking right now, though. Not amazing. But we knew it wouldn't be amazing. Things are getting less and less amazing by the minute. I think I have to double bias here and pray. Well, it's not that much praying, really. That already blocks everything. I could always just melt you. Next turn looks really bad, actually. Recycle, defend, the Ascender's Bane. Probably a good reason to cool-headed to try to make things go a little better. Well, at least that gets the defend out of the way. And we're losing 2 focus per turn. It's looking really bad for the defect, by the way. You might be wondering, how's this run going? Oh lordy, the answer is not great. Thankfully, multicast is here to save my proverbial bacon. That does get me out of here. Yes, it does. And then, I kind of wish I was multicasting that Dark Orb instead. What a shame. Where's Art of War? Really could have done with that. And we had Hyper Beam out of an attack potion, and it was very useful at the time. But that's all it was. If I can block another turn, then dual casting this Dark Orb will at least slay 2 of them. And then I have to push everything into killing the last one. At the moment, attacking any of them does nothing because the Dark Orb always hits the one with the lowest hit points. Multicast would also work, but it's been and gone, and I didn't take Hologram all those years ago. There's also the idea to just Rainbow right now. That'll kill one of them right now, but we already block. Let's just see where this is going. Well, there's a dual cast to kill 2 of them, but like I said, the third one remains an issue. Remains an issue. Melter Cold Snap actually means I take damage, but at least I deal damage. Rainbow, on the other hand, also I still take damage. I need that thing dead. Yeah, no getting around it. It needs to die. I have this turn to kill it. Cabal Driver should make that easier. And Dual Cast just makes it happen. Horrible fight. Did you know the Darklings are both in the easy pool and the advanced pool, so we can easily see them again very, very soon. More darkness, you say? Darkness is virtually the only thing keeping me alive here, but that turbo also looks tantalizing. I am sometimes running out of energy. Why is it not upgraded, though? Why do I have to tolerate these unupgraded cards? Have we found any upgraded cards out of the card rewards, by the way? Ones that we've ended up taking. I upgraded that, I upgraded that, I upgraded both of these, I upgraded Seek. No good upgraded cards. Turbo is not very fortunate. You were off. Yeah, I was offered Rebound Plus. I didn't want it. For good reason. But I could do with that energy. Just our energy is very unstable. Our draw is also unstable. We'll just have Compile Driver Cool-Headed for active draw. And Cool-Headed isn't even really active because it only draws itself. So I'm eyeing up that turbo, contemplating if it's of vital importance. We're still on 3 energy, so I think I do need a turbo. If we get offered Turbo Plus, I'm going to be kicking myself for taking that, but that's just how things go. Not well. What's in here? Multicast. We'll consider it. As we get flooded with days. This thing needs to die before the end of turn 3, or else it comes and does nasty things to you. The multicast might hit it. Yeah, it tried. Am I even going to be able to kill this thing now? Probably not. So we just take 30 on the chin. Just take 30 on the chin. Wow, that is mighty painful. Not normally. You don't normally eat that explosion. Normally you can somehow deal with these things. But yeah, this deck is pathetic. Oh my gosh. And it's not getting any less pathetic. Alright, let's keep on oh, now the upgrades come. And there's that hologram I was wanting for a while, but why would we take that over Claw Plus? The time has come to pivot. No, it's not. Absolutely not. Give me that hologram. Lose all of my gold for a red mask. You must be joking. If only I had the red mask. Okay, 2 misses. 2 awful events that are just misses. I wish this event weren't here in A20. The secret portal. It won't appear if you get here really fast, so it's not a speedrunner bait. But yeah, two misses of floors that give me nothing is also bad news, as we stare down 4 elites with our joke deck. Oh no. The maw needs you to go fast. And you might have noticed we don't do fast. At all. Can't even use the energy that we have. Going in for the 30 immediately. No, it would not have been the perfect claw deck. Lots of claws do not make a brilliant claw deck. You still need a way to block, you still need a way to draw, and we haven't really found draw solutions. You need something like an all-for-one, good holograms to get them back, just some way to cycle the deck faster. So lots of claws are not the answer, do not be fooled by that. But it seems you are being fooled. Kunai would have helped a fair bit for the claw deck, though, I'll give it that. I wouldn't have lived long enough to see that Claw Plus, though, of that I'm quite sure. Well, this is kind of grim. It's kind of incredibly grim. I could seek out Compile Driver and Multicast Plus. Compile to draw 2 and then multicast and hope that I can do something with that. I'm struggling to think of other opportunities here. Struggling enormously as it happens. That was a waste of time. Complete waste of time. Dead. Thanks, Turbo. Maybe I should have got EQ then. Ow. There's dual cast into multicast to block this. Currently I'm taking 16. If I dual cast multicast, I am not set up for the rest of the fight though. So I think I just take this one on the chin. The pain. I say taking 16? Funny that. There's Hollow, huh? Don't like losing yet more of my frost. This guy buffs up tremendously fast, though. I don't really know how to deal with this fight. The deck is just not good at all. At least with this I can have 2 Dark Orbs at the ready. Let them charge up a bit. And I might need to bias immediately. Damn, I wanted that multicast later when this thing's ready to kill it, but that's pretty much how I have to kill this thing. An additional Frost Orb would go a long way here. Compile Driver could get me into Turbo and Cold Snap, but that's probably wishful thinking. But I'm here to wish. Recycle also works for that, but it doesn't get me the other thing that I want. What am I blocking here? Steam Barrier takes care of it. Thank you, Steam Barrier. Still dies to Time Eater or the Heart. Maybe. I'm still hoping Artifact shows up. Artifact would turn everything around for this deck. Playing the bias just to wind up the Dark Orb as fast as I can. I have charged my battery. How much does Dark Orb have to do anyway? Has to do 238 damage. Next turn it's going to go up to 44. And I can evoke it 5 times. That's not enough though. With Recycle it would be. So I could actually hologram Equilibrium. I haven't charged my battery, have I? No, I have not. Oh, but we'd have Turbo. Alright, that works. Alright, that does work actually. Hollow EQ. Recycle a Defend. Play EQ. Charge up the Dark Orb. And then Turbo. And die. Alright, not bad. Glacier. Okay, that's pretty fantastic. It's block, it's 2 Frost Orbs. Grand. You might think Recursion with the Dark Orbs, but no, those Dark Orbs are giant bombs to be thrown, not things to be preserved. Get me the Frost. Frost with Inserter is a win con, in a way. But I need to slay elites and desperately find Artifact. Ah, the shop is so far away. The shop's behind 3 elites. Minimum 2 elites. And this chest cannot contain Clockwork Souvenir. That's a shop relic. Only available in shops. Giant Head could be a problem. I need to get my Dark Orb leveled up and fast. And again, without good blocking solutions over time, the Giant Head scales up to do 70 damage per turn. It's quite grim. And I need the multicast. I'm going to kill it with Dark. Also, the slow effect does not apply to orb damage. So I have to think how we're handling this. It has to be death by Dark Orb, right? There's no other way. I can't put loads of energy to use right now, can I? Let's just get our Frost Orbs in play. We're going to need them. And maybe slim down the deck a lot. Yeah, I need a Rainbow in play. And that's not Rainbow. Keep the Frost around. So it's starting to suck a lot. Oh, I have Hologram at least. Where's my Rainbow? Where is my Rainbow? Could Hollow Dual Cast for energy right now. Or even multicast. Could even turbo multicast, but I don't need that void weighing me down. How is it even possible to have a deck this bad? Could Seek right now, by the way. Could absolutely Seek Rainbow, but I would prefer to just draw into it. But, you know, am I going to take those odds? I don't think I should. Am I going to Biased Cognition already? Yeah, that Dark Orb needs to go somewhere right now. So people didn't like my previous jokes that I had, so here's another one. What is Giant Head's favorite herb? Oh, it didn't work. I'll try it next turn. I almost think I prepared for this, but I didn't. So here's an unfortunate thing. This is all the block that I have, and I need to make it last until this can kill you. But I'm biasing. I don't have my other bias condition. I'd probably just die here, really. Yeah, it's highly likely I just die here. Maybe I can do something crazy like dupe pot my my turbo. And I get enough energy to evoke the Dark Orb, enough to kill you, but that's just so much. I'm gonna be waiting on at least 2 turns here. Do we have enough block here? Yeah, we do. What's your favorite herb? No, that didn't work either. Yeah, see, there's the multicast not at the right turn. I'm biasing, so all of my block is going to bad places. Just have to keep defending. Ouch. That keeps me artificially alive for a little bit longer, at least. Ice Cream, where are you? I need you. Okay, could still hold out a little bit longer. I've got Cold Snap. But drawing is also good. Let's see what's in Compile first. Unless you're telling me I should hologram something right now. Tell you what, I could actually hologram multicast, Compile Driver, and then Equilibrium, so that I have multicast in hand, and then we try and blow this Dark Orb through. Because it will have 68, and even a 5 evocation on that would look quite good. Yeah, the inserter is allowing me more Frost Orb, but this guy's outscaling my Frosty abilities. It's a shame I can't take more cards with me. I could Equilibrium, hologram Equilibrium. That way I can EQ for another turn. Because I do need this to line up, and it might not yet. That still allows me to Cold Snap. Phew. Maybe we should have asked him what his favorite app was. Can still Equilibrium, but we're getting desperate. I need that multicast, and I've already used Seek. So what would this look like? I can't even Glacier right now. Equilibrium, Recycle Rainbow. Can also Compile Driver. Or maybe we should Compile Driver first, see what's coming. If I clear some hand space and Equilibrium again, that might be okay. So we would recycle Glacier. Or Rainbow, probably Rainbow. Yeah, we need to Equilibrium because I want to hold on to Turbo here. We can play Charge Battery for more energy next turn. And we already have space for everything that's coming, so we need multicast on this next turn. Cool-Headed could draw us into multicast, but there's still... There are 8 cards here, we only draw 5. I could want... Oh wait, how do I block this turn? I'm only blocking... Not enough. Well, Steam Barrier to the rescue. Not duping that. And I guess we play Melter. Alright. Spare me. That's multicast. Okay, we're saved. So we turbo, and then we multicast the Dark Orb for vast amounts of obliteration. Whew! Okay, whenever we find powers, come to think of it, what powers have we been offered? We've been offered one defrag and we took it. Wait, didn't I pay for that? No, I think I found it in the sitting room. Have we been offered any other powers in normal combats? Well, we certainly don't here. We do get chill. Oh yeah, the biased, but that was boss reward. I want that chill. Creative AI. Defect's not feeling so good, and he's got a bunch of elites to deal with. Since that was so difficult and we die to Repto, I cannot justify taking on 2 elites. I have to make do with 1 elite. And probably resting beforehand. There's no real meaningful upgrade here, is there? Turbo and Cool-Headed are both rather nice, though. But not dying is also nice. What's Giant Head's favorite herb now? It is time. Oh no, they're back! And they ambushed me on the question mark. Why didn't I have Juzu bracelets? The things I could have done with the Juzu. I could Hollow Recycle, actually, rather than Equilibrium. But why? What if my hand blows and I need to hold on to things? Sure. Yeah, power reward. Upgraded power reward. Where's my... Well, Echo Form doesn't even need the upgrade. What I desperately need right now is Artifact so that I can actually get permanent focus. Upgraded defrag would also be acceptable. Not great, but acceptable. Unlike this turn is unacceptably bad. And once again, I have no draw. I got Seek, though, and Seek can make some draw. I can actually Rainbow and Compile Drive to draw a ton here. And I can even evoke this Plasma Orb to get me a whole bunch more things. So we start off with Rainbowing. I think. Maybe better to start with Defrag. So what would I seek out? Defrag and... Compile Driver? Yeah, because then I play Rainbow, I dual cast the Plasma Orb. And then we go places. I don't know where we go, but we go somewhere. There's also the blocking component of this thought process. Chill would certainly help out. Because if I chill before I Rainbow, then I have a lot of Frost to evoke, and that blocking could be very important right now. There's no drawing if I do that, though. Whereas Compile Driver is going to draw 4, which could easily draw me into Chill. Could draw me into Glacier, Cold Snap, Cool-Headed, lots of good things. So what did I just say we were going to do? It's got to be Defrag first, right? Yeah, Defrag for some actual output here. Rainbow into Compile Driver for draw 4. Do I have space for 4? I do have space for 4. Nice. Bias is here. I don't mind biasing early in this fight. But I'd also like some energy, right? I think I do. Energy is good. Could multicast this immediately and deal 15 a bunch of times, but... haven't considered our block game yet, have we? Apparently not. I got 9-9, I got 10 here. Don't particularly like that defend, but how do we block again? It's only 33 for 44 incoming. There's got to be a further way forward. I could multicast the Frost for a bit more block. And frankly, I'm not in the mood for taking damage here. Alright, good enough. Tough to make anything work with this defect. Just everything about it's so bad. Need output. Need block put. Multicast on that Dark Orb really looking pretty amazing right now. Evoking it on its own, probably not so amazing. Even dual cast would be fine, so dual cast, multicast are both good hits. So we'll just hold on for the turn, for the time being. Create hand space? Sure. Threatening though they are, we have for the second time now handled the Darklings, is what I would say if I was currently handling the Darklings. But the Void comes along to make life awkward. I have Turbo if it's truly required. I can dual cast this to take out these two and then you remain, but I'm not convinced I have the output to take you down on your own. I think I need multicast here. That's not multicast. And I don't want to cool-headed in case I draw multicast now. It's almost inevitable that I get it next turn. Not quite, but almost. So I think what I do is, for now, I turbo. Wait, how do I block here? I can add another Frost Orb, but that's still only blocking 32 out of 36. Could I kill this Darkling if I do dual cast this to take them out? Because I could dual cast, get some energy, melter you down. The Lightning Orb will help out a touch. And then I can hologram back some stuff to make other things happen. I think we could make that work. We'll see where we go with this. Melter that nonsense away. And then Zap is probably better output than Cold Snap here. And then it shouldn't take too much to kill the Darkling. Shouldn't, he says. Still could, though. Because I can hologram back something to push that forward and then lightning strike you to death. Wouldn't take a lot. Especially when I can recycle the defend for more. So I just need to move that forward by 1, and Cold Snap will do exactly that. We done good. A power. Pre-upgraded and infinite scaling. Good enough for me. Not going to help me against Repto, and Repto's probably coming my way. Oh, but Strike Dummy. My strikes will destroy you. Piece of crap. Right. If it's Repto, I'd almost assuredly die. No outs here at all that I can think of. So we're hoping this is Nemesis, but Nemesis is also a problem. Because I have no way of preserving my biased, boosted Frost Orbs. We've been offered no artifact. And I had to take an event to get my existing focus. Just such a lackadaisical run from start to finish. Yeah, Repto just kills us turn 2 here. And it is Repto. Alright, well, it was a fun run. Still do all that we can, though. Turn 2 of Repto, we're looking at 100 incoming, so how do we deal with this? Niao's Lament, so no, we actually chose this. Niao's Lament can show up on your 4 choices. It's just that it always shows up when you only get offered 2 choices. Seek on turn 1 means that maybe we can force something to happen here, but what? I don't have area options here. I tell you what, I could take Equilibrium Chill, so that the next turn I have a lot of Frost Orbs. It's just the Frost Orbs don't have much output. I do have Rainbow to push them out, though. So for now, we could Glacier Equilibrium. We also have Turbo for next turn as well. But that is just blocking. That is not killing. Killing is just not something we do. Wait, Creative AI might be able to force a solution. If we can live long enough to make it happen. Yeah, we need electrodynamics out of creative AI, but I can't afford to go for that right now because we will still die on turn 2. So, yeah, we seek equilibrium and chill, and we play glacier. And that way we block this turn. Oh, wait, crap. If we don't have defragment, those chills aren't going to do enough. We have to hope that defrag or bias cognition gets drawn after the fact. Trying to think of any alternative here. I could dupe pot the Seek and not play the Glacier, do boot sequence charge battery instead of Glacier. And then with the Seek we grab defrag, chill, turbo. No, I've got turbo here. I could even do creative AI turn 1, and I actually think that's my only way out of here. Yeah, bias is good without the artifact, really. You have to wait 4 turns until it brings you back down to where you were before. And during those 4 turns, you have a massive amount of focus to do a lot with. Dupe the creative? No, I need to survive next turn, which is the main thing I'm thinking about. So we play boot sequence for hand space. We dupe Seek. We're on 4 energy, 5, 6 with turbo. And then we play defrag and creative AI. Now we're down to just 3. We play... we need chill in hand. Play equilibrium. We're down to 1. 1 energy on charge battery, and next turn we gotta go. It's not amazing, but it's the best I can think of right now. No dual defrag. No, I need to get the cards in hand right now. And dual defrag is an answer, but I think I need creative down for Electro Die as well, or else we're dying here. Alright, boot sequence, and since I know we're playing it anyway, get turbo down. Colorless could be the bomb. That is an idea. Should we check that first? The bomb is a bit of a reach, but it could be there. Might be better to have next turn in case it's something I need to eliminate these fools. Could also be something that fetches me a card like Secret Technique, meaning I don't need to dupe the Seek. Could also be Artifact for bias cognition. Right, there are a lot of outs of the colorless potion. Let's check it out. It is Artifact, and it's the bomb. Wow. Okay, then comes the real question, which is better? The bomb doesn't save me from turn 2, but it saves me going forward. And we can keep playing the bomb. Panacea gives me a lot of permanent artifact with bias cognition. I want both of these. I might still be duping that Seek, though. The problem with the bomb is that the daggers kill themselves when they charge into me after turn 2. Upgraded Panacea gives you 2 artifact, that's right, but we can't upgrade it. Could dupe it, of course. Panacea only works once, yeah, but just 1 hit on my bias cognition is plus 4 focus, which is pretty huge. I think it has to be Panacea. And I don't think we dupe it. Alright, that does change things a little bit now, doesn't it? Now I want to seek out biased cognition and defrag. But I still could dupe the Seek. We could get biased, defrag, creative AI. Wait, wasn't that plan already? I got 4 energy. 3, 2, 0. Still keep equilibrium so that I can do glacier things. Oh, we wanted chill, didn't we? Chill would be an immense amount of block next turn. No guarantee we're going to find it if we don't do that. Maybe skip creative AI. Maybe skip... I want the EQ. Damn it all. Maybe I still do dupe the Seek. I think I need the setup here. This fight is just so dangerous, though. But if we get through it, maybe the shop gives us better artifact. We can rebuy the potions. We have a chance. This fight is just so dangerous. I'm willing to pop both of my potions here. So we are going to seek out biased, defrag, chill, equilibrium. Creative AI can wait. So, biased, defrag, creative AI, chillian. Wait a minute, it's EQ. It's not creative AI, it's EQ. EQ and chill. Now we need to hold on to the hand so we keep the chill for next turn. This is going to be blocked by the artifact. This is just good for focus. And then I still want to turbo and get my frost in play with Glacier. Alright, there we go. We got somewhere. Because this turn is still looking grim. Yeah, 100 on the dot incoming. There's my creative AI, and I also have recycle for extra energy. But yeah, we gotta chill like mad here. Yes. Well, that's a good start. Rainbow will push out even more of it. We need creative AI up and on the go, though. So I got 36 plus 40 something. No, 36. 36 and 36. That's not good enough. I could rainbow these out for even more block, which is fine. It's probably just rainbow charge battery and move forward. 72 and 18. I'm still 10 shy. Charge that battery. Recycle away, defend, melt this freak. Alright, we're kind of fine now. Good. Oh, hey Jake. Don't know if you know this, but the newest Factoria playthrough on YouTube VODs are placed in reverse. Thanks for that. Sometimes the ordering on playlists is not quite right. I will fix that once we're done here. Although I'll probably forget, so I'll try to remember. Okay, not going for the resummon. Very rude, trying to attack me again. But we have more focus. More focus is good focus. On the other hand, my block game here isn't amazing, but I can always multicast this Frost. I think I need to as well, so I've got 30 out of this. There's also bias, but then I'm on a ticking timer to take care of this fight. Maybe that's okay, though. You know, just more output is good output. That's 14, 14, and 14 for something. I think I still need to multicast this, though. That's okay. Don't hit the dagger, it's not doing anything. There's Echo. Echo is good. It was good enough, I suppose. But yeah, we're on a ticking timer here. All that focus that we built up, popping both of our potions isn't quite enough. Doubling Rainbow is bad, it gets rid of my Dark Orb, but it's not like much else helps here. That's not true, double Cool-Headed helps. Cold Snap also helps. What are we blocking here? 48 of the... No, this is fine then. Boo, you hit the wrong place. More slots? I guess so. Makes it a little bit harder to evoke that Dark Orb, though. Do it anyway. Still praying for Electro Die. That's not Electro Die. Bearing in mind, they're giving me all these wounds, and we still have Void waiting for us. The Dark Orb would kill the little things, and she is resummoning. Without a way to kill them, I'm in a bit of trouble. And there's my multicast with no hologram to get it back, and no way to retain it. That's all quite bad. Although Compile Driver could draw me away into that. We'll see what our luck plays. Double the multicast. There's a thought. Because then this thing is going to be done 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, doing 140 to Reptomancer. That's pretty good, but it doesn't kill her. But Zap is coming, so let's believe in it. pretty good. Running out of solutions here, Repto friend. Oh, next turn could be really, really bad. Well, that's what the orb slots are for, as I slowly die to bias. Double melter is still not enough. So I need my zippity zaps here. And we still have enough. Yes! Come on, Repto! It's time for you to die! Loop is not the answer. Melter continues to be the answer. Good God, what a fight. And what a terrible reward. The oddly smooth stone is just not so good with Defect at all. Cool-headed plus, on the other hand, is good. No potion, by the way, on 80% potion chance. Alright, Jesus. What an uphill struggle this is. Oh no, it's a writhing mass. Without my beloved potions, what can I do? Well, I don't hurt him physically at all unless it's to re-roll. And I pray that I don't get a curse, so we just try and focus up and Dark Orb him to death. Which has been how we dealt with pretty much everything so far. Could have done with that extra inserter slot, because I'm thinking about that Seek for Rainbow. There's also Creative AI that can help me out here. I'm contemplating seeking Equilibrium Rainbow. That way I'll have the extra inserter slots so Plasma's on front, and then we have Dual Cast for a big turn. Yes. Can't believe how much heavy lifting Equilibrium's had to do this entire run. Still taking a couple. I don't want to take even a couple, so Steam Barrier, help me out. Could also just chill. Chill's never going to do more than this. Coming in with a 9x3. And what do I have? Well, I got Rainbow to get my Dark Orb going. That was maybe a mistake, because it does push out my Plasma Orb here. And with no active draw. That's not true, we got Cool-Headed for active draw. Alright, good enough. Multicast, I want you in the dark. Could always Rainbow again. Rainbowing is good, I think. There's got to be a better option here. I don't want to recycle the multicast, cool as that is, for extra energy. Contemplating doing the Cool-Headed again, just to get more draw on this turn of all turns. There, that's what I'm looking for, Creative AI. Now we should be able to get out of this fight. What am I taking? 15, 14, that's more than 27. Let's carry on. Could easily brick going forward, so let's just not brick. On-screen chat is either cut off in the bottom or scrolled up. I'm pretty sure it's not, Ave. Pretty sure. Doesn't mean I'm entirely sure. Don't really want to hurt you. Let's just charge our battery. Remember, we're just entirely killing you with this Dark Orb. I will play Hello World. I know some people don't like it, but I do. That's not my concern, what you do and don't like. My concern is getting out of this fight. Just bias creative. Maybe even turbo bias creative. It's already full blocking, so that's fine. Let's not hurt ourselves more than we have to. Although that Dark Orb's my way forward. Maybe I should have double biased. Ah, Defrag is there to help us. And it's back again. So we get to that multicast and we're good as long as this Frost is out of the way. Electrodye would put that Frost out of the way. But it would, you know, cost me Frost, which isn't so good. I need this Frost for passive blocking. So yeah, just defrag, charge up your battery, maybe even... No, that's not a holo. That's fine. I just hope we get dual cast and then multicast in that order. There's certainly a lot of hoping with this deck. Everything is, oh, I hope this happens, I hope that happens. Well, there's dual cast first. Unfortunately, he's cursing me, and I can't have that, so... Don't curse me. Yeah, hit me for 16, that's fine. And then multicast will kill you. And I have lots of Glacier to block everything you do. Life is good. Well, it's working. Yeah, the hope is working. The ultimate hopium deck. Nothing to set up, right? Inserters on 1 as well. Get out of here. Writhing ass. Finally, a potion. I said I don't mind Hello World. I did not say, please give me Hello World as my card reward game. Jesus. Encounter, shop, elite, and boss, I think it is. This can't be Reptomancer, which is good. So ungrateful. It's an innate card. That does mean I can nuclear battery for the energy and bag of prep to mitigate the downsides of having it there. But those random common cards counter-synergize with my recycling, which I don't do enough of. Giant Head could be very dangerous. So we already killed Giant Head. Didn't even need a potion. The Maw is dangerous. Ugh. That's why I don't like combats in this game. There are so many refights because there's not enough enemy variety. At the same time, it's good that there isn't too much enemy variety because then you have too many different things to work against and prepare for. But still, just, you know, seeing the Maw again, the Darklings again. Act 3, I think, is the worst for it because it doesn't have, like, mixing and matching. Like Act 1, you can get Red Slaver and Slime, or the Rat thing and Jawworm as interesting combinations. Here it's just, oh, it's you again. At least the shapes come in different shapes and sizes. Okay, so Seek is at least being secret bottled card, always appearing at top. How do we deal with the Maw? Well, no surprises here. I'm planning on multicasting my Dark Orb. But how do we get that far? Do we just seek Rainbow Bias Cognition? Try and get... not Rainbow. Actually, yeah, probably Rainbow Bias Cognition. I can even dual cast the Plasma if I want to play other cards. It's just if he strikes me for 30 next turn, I have no real answer to that. Ugh, what a difficult freaking thing to figure out. I can Glacier, Cold Snap, and dual cast. That puts me right back up to loads of energy united. And gets me some Frost at the ready. But I need that Dark Orb working up for the Maw. Yeah, this is what happens when a Jawworm just gets too angry for words. This might not be the right call, but... There's a lot of block here, which concerns me. It makes me want Equilibrium. No, just believe in the draw order. Believing has gotten you pretty far so far. So we'll continue doing exactly that. We'll keep the extra energy for next turn as well, I believe. Might need it. Don't hit me for 30. He is hitting me for 30. And my block game is kind of crappy. Gonna risk breaking my Plasma Orb here. The risk paid off? Question mark? Yeah, 28 ain't bad. Lologram. If I Cold Snap, I put the Dark Orb on the front already, which is pretty good. Cold Snap? No, if I Glacier, I put it on the front, which is pretty good already. There we go, now it's set up for the multicast, but I need the energy and I need this thing set up. The biased cognitions are sinking to the bottom of my deck, sadly. So at least have some energy at the ready. He'll buff or debuff or whatever next turn, which is kind of okay. That's also kind of okay. We can hold on to Turbo for next turn and then blast him with his Dark Orb. It might not be enough, though. keep him in hand. Contemplating the bias cognition, but it's going to eat into my ability to turbo for next turn. But surely 46 times whatever will be fine. Wait, where's my multicast? Oh, there's my multicast. Got a little bit concerned there, but the concern is now officially over. Time to die. What's 6 times 46? Believe. Perfect. Ah, a potion again. Garbage again. Card rewards have been awful. Just bloody awful. Where are the upgrades, for one? I have to take all these unupgraded nonsense. Oh, that's unfair, right? I got hologram, I got cool-headed, and I got creative AI all upgraded. I'm just being miffed because the run is not going well. That said, any A20 run that gets this far is going well. A20 is hardcore. Yeah, at least it keeps the deck lean, but it's got all these base defense. If you're wondering how we're managing to survive, by the way, despite things just being so grim, I got rid of all of my strikes and a defend early. And that means the deck is consistent. We consistently draw into these nice things. Number one cause for that feeling of, ugh, my draws always suck, is because you have your base cards and you didn't get rid of them. And if you can't get rid of them, maybe you got ectoplasm or something, fatten up your deck with as many half-decent cards as you can. Because there's nothing quite like going into Spear and Shield and just drawing 3 strikes and going, okay, well, I guess I die now. Because I'm well aware of that feeling. You know, if there's one thing that has not been going wrong in this entire run, it's draw order. We've been drawing what we want when we want it, because it doesn't have an opportunity to draw me crappy strikes. And we added no curses either. Jake, have a thin deck. Also, Jake, have a fat deck. Yes, what I'm saying is, be flexible. There is no one solution for your run, because you don't know what you're going to be getting. I'm filthy rich. We, of course, go shopping. I need artifact badly. Pellets would be, the win con. No artifact, no pellets. There is a Dolly's Mirror, which I will strongly consider using on Defrag Plus. Because at least it's permanent focus. Pen for the dummy, kunai. I'm not sure we'd ever charge up Pen Nib for the rest of this run. Whenever you play a power, heal for 2. That's way too expensive. I wouldn't live long enough to enjoy the healing. Although it does mean I heal to full every fight if I get creative AI down. I don't think static discharge is the answer either. Notice that it's very difficult for us to actually take damage. But that's because I'm just clawing for every advantage that I can here. Shut up. Probably remove a defend and Dolly Mirror the defrag. Now that does mean I won't be able to afford the inevitable orange pellets that come along in Act 4, so maybe I shouldn't remove a defend. But I'm absolutely duping... Hold on, duping Seek is also good, but we don't have the focus right now. Get the defrag. Yeah, if I save my money, we might be able to buy pellets or Clockwork Souvenir in the final shop, but if I don't remove a defend, I might not live long enough to get that far. Even so, I think we should hold out. We've got Donu Deca for 1, and if we're lucky, the second fight will be against Time Eater. Alright, I'm risking this one. Oh, right, we have to take care of you first. Maybe I should remove that defend. Hang on, could I... Let's see. How much is it for this remove? 125. Yeah, there's no way we could afford Relic at the end. We're going to hold out. We're going to carry an extra defend, even though we don't want to, as we go into Giant Dead. Well, Defrag is here early, as is our ability to work up our Frosty Orbs. I'll keep the Lightning here, because if I get Compile Driver, it'll draw a fair bit for me. Too early for Biased. Was it too early for Rainbow? Need to get that Dark Orb charged up after all. See what else we have first. Recycle. If only I had Draw. Let's use it or lose it, Vil, for you. Maybe just biased early. This fight needs to be done quickly, and the sooner I get that Dark Orb charged up, the happier I'll be. Okay. This one Dark Orb that we don't even get out of a Darkness card is all we have to keep us going. I gotta work down the deck, so I probably hollow that... Well, I say down the deck. What am I looking for? Defrag, Creative AI? I won't have all the energy for all these things. I think what I'll do is I'll hologram Turbo and EQ it. I have to recall here as well, which super stinks. Trust in a 60% potion chance. That's a good reason to regen potion here, actually. Yeah, okay. Should have done that earlier, but here we are now. Oh, this is quite bad. Well, that's why we saved Turbo, right? Creative AI and Glacier. I have Seek, which is interesting. Because next turn I can Seek Turbo and Multicast. Is that going to be enough? This thing's going to be on 44. I'll be able to hit you for 6 times 44. That won't be enough. In that case, I could be in trouble depending on draw order. We'll probably definitely be in trouble depending on draw orders. Any way we could sneak our way out of this? I do have liquid memories to bring it back, but... Yeah, 44, we need another turn or two charging up the Dark Orb, and this thing's going to be hitting us for 40, then 45, then 50, and so on. We're biasing... Alright, well, we're just got to hope for the best. Like the Milky Bar kid, only the best is good enough. Okay, Glacier's here. Sadly, Glacier evokes the Dark Orb. But Biased is here, buying us some much-needed time. And that means I could... let's see, Inserter will kick in next turn. I could seek out... Equilibrium? Just always good to have Equilibrium on hand. Cool-Headed puts you in the front as well and still gets me an orb and draws some things. But I wouldn't be able to Equilibrium, and then if I draw something that I need, it'll be lost. I think I do Seek Equilibrium. What's Equilibrium holding on to for me, by the way? It's holding on to Glacier so I can improve my defense next turn if needed. And evoke the sword to bring that thing forward. So yeah, give me Equilibrium. And that means I want to hold on to Turbo. But Turbo doesn't play if we go down that route. In that case, hold on to Recycle in case it does. Seek the Void to get rid of it. Brilliant thinking. Because we got the Void instead of drawing the Void, it did not reduce our energy. Although that might have been Somna who thought it didn't work like that, trying to trick me. Who am I to know? Ah, that's a little inconvenient. Actually, that's exactly inconvenient. There's multicast when I really, really don't want it. But Turbo Hologram could help me out next turn. So if I Glacier, I put the Dark Orb on front. Could also loop it for an extra laugh. And then we hologram the multicast. We have our Turbo in hand and everything works out. That's what we'll believe will work out for us. That is not what has happened, but it will happen next turn. Well, there's a good chance of it happening next turn. Sadly, I don't have the block right now. Ah, crap, this is really bad, actually. because now I'd evoke the Dark Orb by playing any of this nonsense. Could Liquid Memories the multicast and get out of here, but with Pantograph I'm not too concerned. Taking a bit of damage is fine. We're already blocking 40, we're taking 15, we're hitting 25, it's okay. So just defend, Melter, and Hello World. Wrong order, but that's okay. Maybe we get another turbo. We do get turbo, we get hologram, we even get recycle. This is really good actually. So we turbo for points, energy rather. We bring back multicast, and that alone takes care of you. Yeah, because that's 5 times 112. And we're out of here. So how am I meant to use this against bosses? Okay, we get the potion, and... I don't do anything for artifacts. I'd go for the eyes, it's probably a waste of time. Donudeka already have artifacts, so it's a bit of a dead drop. But it's 0 cost and it's upgraded, and I might need this against the heart early turns, so I'll give it a go. And then we have to recall here. Heart's going to be tough. You're thinking we're getting to the heart? I'm not so sure we do well to boss gauntlet. The Pantograph will help. But these relics are not really there for me. It started off so well. Great relic, great relic. In many situations, a great relic. And then the boss relic went down. And then this is what we got in Act 2. And then Act 3 has just been grimmer than Grimsby. Alright, Donudeka. The time is now. We do get defrag chill right into the get-go. It's not amazing, but it's something. Well, it's not really much. I'm blocking 16, already taking some damage. If I charge battery, that's slightly better, and it's energy for next turn. But I don't want to Glacier here, because I want that plasma whilst we're in our setup phase. And this allows me to defend as well. So actually, perfect block. Didn't want to waste my boot sequence if I could avoid it as well. Could be worse, could be Wolverhampton. Never been, so I don't have the leg to stand on to criticize Wolverhampton. Far too early for biased cognition here. But hang on. Is it too early to die? I might just have to bias Rainbow. Charge up that Dark Orb and do our usual, because it's the only solution I have here. Yeah, at least we get our Dark Orb nice and early. But there's no Creative AI in play, there's no extra energy. Better be praying for Recycle to work. Yeah, just timed right to die. Dying is good. Can't afford to play that Zap. So Zap is actually a bit of a liability right now. This is once again perfect block. Don't count on that happening much more going forward. Yeah, that Dark Orb needs to be charged up and with a massive multicast on these suckers. So hopefully Creative AI gets me a big chunky card to recycle when the time is right. So, another 30 is coming my way. Seek a defend to recycle it and get defrag down. Because I need the... well, I want the Creative AI in play. It's alright. It's almost perfect. In fact, I think it will be perfect. It's already perfect, actually. But yes, I want defrag in play, and I want fewer defends in my hand. Sure. Goodbye defend. Hello perfect block. Losing 2 focus a turn, by the way, but that's okay. We're just charging up the Dark Orb. That's what we're working on. Oh my god. Can I make this work somehow? I'm not so sure about that. Hologram is there. If I hold on to the Creative AI, I can actually hologram, recycle the Creative AI and have a lot of energy. And EQ right now is perfect block. EQ cool-headed? Better to EQ Cold Snap, surely. No, the draw means that I definitely get hologram next turn as opposed to hoping I get hologram next turn. Might actually get it right now. Let's see what's in you. No, we don't. Alright. This is trash, but it's trash I can play next turn. Can't believe that this has been my entire damage solution for all of Act 3. It's madness. I have more of these things. I mean, I'm playing them all. It doesn't matter if my bias goes down to 0 as long as the Dark Orb is charged up and multicasted. Right, am I still on for that recycling creative AI? It gives me 5 energy to play around with. Can I even use that? One of the problems is I need multicast shuffled out of my deck. So I can't actually continue drawing, or else we won't be able to do the big multicast. And that multicast needs to be happening soon. There's the idea to just play the creative AI, but... yeah, if we play creative AI, we're actually full blocking right now. But we don't get bias cognition down. We're biasing hard here. And it is very important to get that Dark Orb pumped up. I also need to cycle the Dark Orb to the front so that when multicast comes back, we're ready for it. So yeah, actually I need to focus this turn when Cold Snap, Cool-Headed... maybe even Cold Snap again? No, but I can't do that. But Cool-Headed reshuffles, which I can't afford to do. Cold Snap, Hollow Cold Snap? There's also the idea of just multicasting this to get it out of the way, but then all my energy is gone. What if I hollow recycle? Then I'm on 2 energy. Bias Cog, I'm on 1 energy. Multicast this thing. Then I recycle the creative AI and I'm back up with energy. The multicast is cycled out, and then I can draw and bring in more frost to my heart's content. That seems like it works. Yeah, not liking those dazed hanging around here. So yeah, if I just multicast this... could actually Cold Snap first, right? Cold Snap and then multicast. That brings the Dark Orb even further to the front. And it makes sure that we still have some good frost on hand. Alright, that's cycled out now. Recycle Creative AI. And now we can draw with impunity. I want to melt you and get rid of your plated armor. It's really not relevant, actually. The Dark Orb should be enough to eradicate these fools. It's better just to keep drawing. I think it's better to keep drawing. Maybe not entirely sure about that. Hey, Kunai! It's finally here. Performing for you. Yeah, that nice block is not going to be very nice much longer. Triple bias, by the way. It's all gone in 3 more turns. Oh, loop is good. Loop is good. Loop, dual cast, and then that Dark Orb is ready to pop. Absolutely. Alright, now we need multicast for the win. I'm already blocking this fully. Do I have enough energy to multicast? Currently it's only 4 hits of this thing. 4 times 100 is not enough to take these out. So I have to hope that I get another turn before multicasting, or we equilibrium to hold on to it. Because we've already lost Recycle and Turbo here. That is a shame. I have Liquid Memories if I desperately need to Turbo for the win, and I'm not afraid of using it for this. Damn, that is multicast. Right, so multicast currently hits 4 times. That notably won't kill. It'll kill one of them, but I need both of them dead. I can't last with all this biased. If I Liquid Memories the Turbo, suddenly I'll be hitting this for 6, and 6 will kill them. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that potion to get out of here, or we hold on, but bias is my focus is gone in 2 turns, and we cannot guarantee the redraw here. Hollow could help. No, it couldn't, because I would cool-headed into the hologram. I'd hologram the turbo, and then I'd end up with still 3 energy. The idea is that we hologram next turn. Well, we're not even full blocking this turn, although Pantograph could kick in. And if we hologram multicast Equilibrium, we're still taking even more damage. I think it's better just to spend the potion and get the victory right now. Either way, we're spending liquid memories to win. Because, yeah, this thing hitting 6 times will do 1, 2, 300 on you, 1, 2, 300 on you, and we win. And we do have turbo to get. Alright, thank you, liquid memories. And goodbye, fools. Time meter, please. Ah, okay. It was never going to be easy, huh? Why draw pot and pray, right? I had one guaranteed out with 1 potion usage. The only thing I was looking for was a way to win, at least a very good chance of winning without using that potion, because that was a very, very strong potion. As it happens, if I held out, I would have lost all my focus in 2 turns and just been dead. So why maybe get something with Swift Potion? And I couldn't even see what that maybe would be. Get hologram and then what? No, I think some of you are actually mad. Ave is just full of wrong calls. How can one man be so wrong so consistently? Baffling scientists. Right, well, I was not looking forward to this fight. Because, would you look at that, I've got power, 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 lots more powers that I want to play. And well, can I outscale him without playing a bajillion powers? The inserter will give me 10 orb slots, and I can jack myself up to 5 permanent focus. So that's 50 passive block, but that's not good enough because he does his 6x4, which by playing my 2 powers goes up to 12 by 4, because he already starts with 2 strength, the bugger. 12 by 4 is mostly blocked by all that frost. There's an idea that I could play creative AI and play more... Okay, so maybe just fill up with as much frost as I can and wait out the fight. Couldn't hurt that badly. So the powers I'm going to play will be defrag, defrag, and creative AI. And then I will play any further... a loop wouldn't be good enough. But I would play more defrags. Yeah, defrags on 10 orb slots would be net positive for me, but I can't afford to bias cognition in this fight. In fact, I would probably recycle the bias cognitions. And thanks to recycle, I can make my deck so slim that I can almost guarantee block against this freak. So yes, I need to outscale him, but I also need to kill the cultists, and you might have noticed I'm not very good at killing anything. The rainbow could initially take them out, though, and half-decent Dark Orb double hitting, but these cultists scale up very quickly. Very, very frighteningly. Better get moving, I suppose. Do I want to evoke this Plasma Orb already? It's not impossible. Okay, Seek opens up a lot of opportunities here. Which one do we like the most? I don't know. He's going to get pretty mad on turn 3 when he hits with the multi-attack. Gosh, I don't know. It's not easy to think what to do here. And I can't afford to recycle multi-cast for loads of energy, and I'm probably going to need that equilibrium. Boot sequence is some good initial block here, but I must focus on killing these cultists, and as you can no doubt tell, I don't have the damage to do that. We just don't do damage apart from that one Dark Orb. Blocking ain't easy either. I could get Glacier Dual Cast. That would put you at the front. Dual Cast would put me up to 4 energy. And then I could Rainbow. And then I'll have full blocked. Rainbow will be in play. But then what? Right, then I've not set up anything, apart from maybe my Dark Orb, with no focus for it. But as long as I kill these two and I continue to block the Awakened one, we can get somewhere. I just need a lot of Frost Orbs and to consistently block. So yeah, first priority is actually kill the Cultists and do not let the Awakened ones scale up. Don't even play powers. Just block with your Glaciers and whatnot, which will be difficult as hell on 3 energy, but it also gives me an opportunity to recycle down the deck. Yes, I'm okay with that. But in that case, why not just Rainbow immediately? You'll Rainbow, you'll be on 4 energy, and then you can just block with block cards. That means Seek isn't getting played. I'm okay with that. Not particularly. But it's not about what I like sometimes. I'm going to want that charge battery. Get rid of the defend at least. I know I said I want to block this guy, but I'd rather have defend cards that pound for pound hit a little harder. I see one of my defrags right now. Almost pays off. Seek maybe seek both of them already. I know he gets platinum mad, but we need to charge up this Dark Orb. Seek chill because we're holding on to this. That's a good idea, and it pushes the Dark Orb to the front. My problem is I'm still going to be waiting a bit on that Dark Orb payoff. Multicast won't do anything just yet. It's only going to be on 13. Although there's a small chance we could hologram EQ and hold out for one more turn and then multicast it. It's a small enough chance for me to maybe buy into it. Chill pushes this all the way to the front. We can't do more than that, which means things like Glacier won't work so well for us. We'll just have it as a backup plan, I guess. Fine for now. We're holding on to this. Actually, Chill's a nice... Oh, okay, he's going for the multi-hit immediately. That is, in a sense, good news. We can also hologram EQ, which is also, in a sense, good news. So we just chill immediately, hologram EQ, and then we multicast next turn to kill the cultists. He's still going to be mad, but when is he not mad? That will kill the cultist, right? This thing is going to be on 24, and then we can cast it... Is Turbo here? Okay, Turbo is here. That could work out pretty well. So, immediate Chillionaire. Nice. Hollow EQ. Hold on to multicast for another turn. We full block-ish. Ish is good enough. Don't cold snap, that's dangerous. I want to make sure this thing does a good job at killing, so it's going to be on 24. Bang, 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 bang. So it doesn't really matter what we do here. I could always compile driver for more draw, but we're kind of pushing that already. And damage on the Awakened one just gets destroyed anyway. Yeah. Alright, full block-ish. Alright, keep those orb slots coming. You know I need them. Defrag is here. Turbo is here. Okay, that's quite good, because I can multicast to kill the cultists immediately. And then I need to build up a lot of frost, and maybe cook a Dark Orb. The problem, of course, is you can kill the Awakened one, but he comes back, and then I'm going to need more. But I reckon if I can passively block 70 on this guy, then I'm okay. So I'm fine destroying this Dark Orb right now. That's good. And then we turbo. And I need to fill these up with slots. So chilly snapping. And then do we defrag now? Or is the payoff going to be... No, the payoff's going to be better than it is bad. There we go. 7-7-7-7 is plenty. And Orichalcum is there to help. Okay, the fight should be under control. The cultists, believe it or not, were the main concern there. Go for the eye. Oh, wow. Go for the eye's value. Alright, now the fight should be well in control thanks to Inserter. We just need to keep filling up with Frost Orbs so that when he does his multi-attack, we are not concerned. Then comes the question of Creative AI. Do we want it? Creative AI is good if it gives me focus, but that's the only thing I think it can give me that's important to me. Otherwise, this guy outscales me. I shouldn't even be tempted by things like Echo Form. All I need to do is outblock this bugger. And actually, with Orichalcum, that becomes even easier, so no. Don't do anything stupid, just win. Just get all your orb slots and freaking win. And that means you, Biased Cognition, are not for this fight. I know that feels mad, bad, and ugly, but that's how it is. Just coming back from market, surprised the run is still going. Yeah, it has been an uphill struggle of all uphill struggles. But I'm alive. Just don't do anything. Not doing anything is good. Like I said, just fill it all up with frosty orbs. But that's the most damage you can do to me right now, and it's no longer sufficient to handle me. Slight complication. If I want that Dark Orb cooking, I'm then going to need to rapidly crap out a lot more frost. What are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No good reason to do anything other than just hold out. And of course recycle down the deck. This could be a long fight, but hey, it's Defect hiding behind frost. Of course it's going to be long. I had a slow Defect run similar to this, but big damage Blizzard. Well, we haven't been offered Blizzard, so we're out of luck on that one. Melter, it's not your day. Could still be Creative AI's day, by the way. Think about it. Are there any other powers other than Focus we would care about? No, it's just a very sad waiting game against this thing. I think Defect's your best cat. I feel better with Ironclad. Zap isn't the answer either. Zap is not enough output. Maybe 2 Zappy Orbs would be enough. I wouldn't mind that back, but there's nothing else I'd want to get rid of from these. Glacier's still useful. And Turbo could be useful. Actually, when would Turbo ever be useful for me now? I'm not seeing it. Multicast? No, this thing's gonna die. I'm not worried about that. Okay, I'm at the point where I want to set up my rainbow now. So we got a rainbow, and now we need to push the Dark Orb to the front. Oh, hello, rainbow. I don't want you another time. So we just play a bunch of Glaciers, Cold Snaps, and Cool Headers to push the Dark to the front. There's one such card. Maximum orb slot capacity has been met, so we can just push this thing. Push, push, push. Push, push, push. Recycle, please. No need for compiling any drivers here, Sunshine. Same strategy would more or less work with Time Eater, but I was afraid of the Awaken one. It's just the draw order once again worked to my miraculous advantage. I should play Boot Sequence. It's not useful anymore. It's just clogging up my deck. Wouldn't you want a second Dark one for the second phase? Yeah, but it would introduce too many holes in here. I like the just impenetrable wall of frost. Running the numbers, it's probably the right thing to do, but I'm not willing to take them chances. There we go. Now Dark is on the front. We just wait for it to charge up. We are impenetrably behind 9 times 7 plus 6. What's that? That's 69 block. So yeah, it's the waiting game now. Although once he chimps out, I can actually play Creative AI without any downside. Might save us all a few hours. Oh great, you know, when you're the one playing, you can save everyone lots of time. But I'm here to streak. Right, I said I didn't want this card here anymore. Oh, I just about played that. No, we don't want to play that. Could have multicasted him to death there. But hey, we need a few more hours of waiting, I'm told. Deck is still fatter than it could be. Come on, recycle. What else you got for me? I thought I already got rid of Zap. Yeah, multicast would have killed there as well. You're not wrong. But are you right? Yeah, without this Dark Orb, there's no way forward. That Rainbow pick has saved the run, really. Right, so charge battery for more energy next turn and multicast the Dark Orb to kill him. But he's not dead. He's just angrier. Roar. Now he's fully awakened and his moveset has changed. He'll do 40, 80, or 10 by 3 with his additional 6 strength. But that in a lot of ways makes him weaker, so that's good news for me, I suppose. Let's charge up another Dark Orb. So we've all got time to waste. Even with this setup, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times 7 plus 6, I'm still invincible. There's not even any need to go creative. But there's no need not to go creative. Yes. Yeah, if there's no need, don't even bother. Same strategy will work again. We're in the anime filler episode. Dark Young wishes we were in the beach special instead. Equilibrium is no longer necessary. Steam Barrier was frankly never necessary. Glacier. And we're there. Now, it's not that simple, is it? It was never going to be that simple. We need to kill him with Inserter on 1, so I immediately get my orb slot for the Spear and Shield. Just in case I somehow mess up, I'm not going to recycle Rainbow. Could happen. I have messed up in the past. I wonder if that was enough to kill him if I'd done my multicasting there. Inserter was on 1 as well. Inserter's on 1 now, but we ain't there. Just round and round we go. Where it stops, only the Awakened one knows. There's multicast, but it's on 0. Unacceptable. Maybe I should have kept my Equilibrium. This would work. Inserter's on 1. We can hologram multicast. We can recycle Glacier. And then we can cast this thing out, kill you, and all is well. We made it to Act 4. Christ almighty. The heart is here dying of old age. We charge our Dark Orb to its logical extreme. Over 2,000 score. It's a good sign. Have I been here before? I don't know. It was many years ago, Defect. What a tragedy of a deck. And this deck could just die turn 1 Spear and Shield. Or turn 2, rather. But we're on full health, so there's no good reason not to Smith. But what and how? There is Biased Cog, saves me another turn. We saved our money in the hopes and prayers that there is either Clockwork Souvenir or orange pellets in the shop. We have been aggressively marketed by so many merchants. One of them's bound to have orange pellets. Or Clockwork Souvenir, but orange pellets are better. Even so, we could upgrade Biased Cog, Turbo, or Chill. Even Cool-Headed is acceptable here. My draw game is a bit pathetic, so the Cool-Headed does appeal. If I take the Biased, I'm pretty much assuming that there's going to be some form of artifact, because if they're not, we're smoked. I already have 1 in 8 card for Bag of Prep, right? Right? Or did I imagine that? I think I imagined that. It just feels like my Seek is always bottled. No, I can't be 1 gold short of pellets. We have 173 or more gold, so we can always buy the shop relic. Boot sequence. Why exactly do I want 3 extra block? Oh, but it's the innate card, that's what you mean. Yeah, so we do have 1 out of 7 innates. How often are we short on energy and need that turbo to hit a bit harder? Not that often, really. Chill gets me the frost set up against Spear and Shield, but yeah, it's a bit of a dud on the heart. If I get any form of artifact Tarkin Rex, this is very almost doable. Dealing damage is not something we really do, though. So yeah, the heart could still cause us a lot of problems. I guess I just keep playing Rainbow over and over again. Turbo opens up a bit more flexibility and energy, and it makes hologramming Turbo less of a energy neutral kind of thing, thanks to the Void. But if Turbo comes to me on a turn where I just don't make use of it, it's a big miss. Barrage would be a way out on damage. Absolutely would be a way out. Let's go Turbo. Alright, where's my artifact? Oh my god, why? It's not here! There is Toolbox, and Toolbox can contain Panacea, and Panacea is artifact. So, do we believe that this Toolbox is the, 1 in 30 artifact? Discovery is also potentially a source of Core Surge, but the odds are even lower on that. At least it's 1 of 3, but this is also 1 in 3. So I think we take Toolbox, and then we scream because we're not making it through this. Believe in the power of this Toolbox, and then I have not enough money for anything other than another Turbo. And I'm not buying that. Okay, let's go and die to Spear and Shield. Panacea. It was never not in the Toolbox. We might just be getting to the heart. But Discovery could be anything. It could even be Core Surge for Artifact. Wow. Okay, the pressure's getting to me. I need to take a short water break. I'll be back in just a moment while you consider what our turn 1 is like. Alright, back to it. Biggest trap you could have is playing Panacea too fast. The Spire Spear, or Shield rather, is about to hit me with a debuff. It'll either reduce my strength or my focus. Either way, that Panacea should not be blocking it. I'd sooner EQ to stop that from hitting me. What I should do is cool-headed, draw 2, and hope for either Bias Cognition or Seek, which will Seek Bias Cognition. And then we can Glacier up. We have Turbo for extra energy. They all have artifacts, so go for the eye. The Go for the Eyes, the only reason I took Go for the Eyes was to help me in turn 1 and 2 against the Heart. Very speculative that I'd get that far. But we might make it. As long as Cool-Headed draws me not garbage. Defrag's not bad, but it's not what I'm looking for. I think we just defrag Equilibrium. Maybe turn around to Spire Shield. However, those burns are going to come along, and there's not much we can do against it. Might even draw pot next turn if things look really bad. We have the Pantograph, so I'm okay to take up to 25 damage here. Yeah, I want to EQ so that Panacea is still around. That's very important. I want space in my hand as well, so I may as well play Boot Sequence whilst we're busy trying to block the world. And I still want hand space, so I'll go for the Eyes turn around. But there's no guarantee I can turn around next turn, is there? No, it's very, very dangerous to turn around, because if I do, I'm taking an additional 20 damage next turn if I can't turn back to Spire Spear. I don't want to turbo, so I guess I just go for the Eyes on you for the hand space. And then we take 3 damage. 3 damage turn 1 when they're both attacking is fine. You'll attack me for 40 next turn. I will draw 2 burns and 3 other cards, but most of what we draw here is pretty good. But there's a bad stuff. There's, just 3 defends. Ascender's Bane, dual cast. There are plenty of misses there, don't get me wrong. Let's go. I have the draw pot if things go really south, though. They hit my focus. I'm not very happy with that. They could hit my my strength, and I would have been happy. Recycle is here. Hologram is here. Hologram, more cool-headed, is not unacceptable. Because I could do with the draw. I could certainly do with a draw. Recycle could be good for the energy, but at the moment, I need to work my way down the deck. And is that saying that Turbo is definitely going to be useful for me? That's hard to say for now. But yeah, the only active draw I have right now is that Cool-Headed, which I'm very grateful I made into a Cool-Headed Plus. So it's the right thing to get right now. If I play that, I can only draw 1 card. I need to get rid of something else here. Is there anything I would draw that I'd rather recycle than recycling away a burn or a defend? The energy from recycling a defend could very much come in handy depending on what draws here, but it's hard to know. I could play Panacea. It's very unlikely that it won't be helping me out right now, but what if this guy goes for another smash against me? Every 3 turns, use a smash, otherwise equal chance of using bash followed by fortify, or fortify followed by bash. Does that mean he could hit me for bash next turn, in which case the Panacea gets swallowed up? That'd be the worst outcome, Panacea not blocking biased. But I would really like the hand space, and maybe just recycle a defend right now. The burns aren't that big of a deal, it's only 2 damage. And I might need that energy depending on what we draw into. Actually, I should get rid of Zap. Zap is garbage here. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Alright, give me a good hit now. Seek is a brilliant hit, and there's Bias Cognition. Okay, couldn't have asked for 2 better cards. Panacea then, into Bias. Now my Frost cards block a ton. Glacier evokes the Plasma, but maybe we can do better than that. We're constantly getting more orbs, although this spear will eventually kill my focus. It's a shame I had to use a potion here. Did I use a potion? No, I only had 1 potion coming into Act 4. Alright, do think a little bit about this. Defrag plus is good. I need to block this turn after all. Glacier will take care of that. Creative AI is also nice. So I could seek out, I could play Turbo, I'm on 5 energy. Glacier takes me down to 3. I could seek Creative AI, I've got 1 left, and then use it on Defrag. And that's perfectly acceptable. That's a lot of block, a lot of focus. And I'm going to keep getting orb slots, and I'm going to keep getting powers. That's a pretty good setup for the turn. Wait, that evokes my plasma, so I'll have even more energy to play around with. Maybe skimp on the turbo. What else could I do here then? If I glacier, I'm up to just 2 energy again. Then I'm not seeking... I still want Creative AI down, but then I'm not seeking Defrag. I could seek Ascender's Bane, which is a real good power play. Yeah, it means it doesn't come and clog me later on, and I'll have plenty of passive block. Although this guy's going to smack me pretty hard next turn. It's going to do like 50 up my body hole. No factory time today, aim fast. I'm not in the right headspace for dealing factory things. Absolutely want Creative AI down. Defrag is sorely tempting though. I should just do the turbo, right? Don't be picky. We might float a couple of energy, but that's fine. Yeah, that is absolutely fine. Now we block 54, incoming is 44. Feels pretty good. And we'll still get orb slots continuously. Big hits coming in, but I can turn around, so that's good. Oh, Melter! 1 energy for 40 damage! This card is insane! No card can do what Melter can do. And who knows, we'll play our card right, it might do even more going forward. That said, I don't want to get shoved up the arse by you. Are we going to be able to turn around in the future? Yeah, that's what Cold Snap is for. Boom! Might as well fill up those orbs while the going is good. Get this out of my way. Yeah, we're okay. For now, we're okay. Where's the damage, though? I swear this deck was meant to do damage at some point. Ah, there's my rainbow. Oh, Echo form with rainbow. Why you gotta do this to me? I can't do both. That's very difficult to tell which is more important, but it might be the Echo form. Just so I can keep the scaling going. Doubling loop, doubling capacitor, doubling more focus, doubling lots of things. I think it's important. You've got full block, yeah, but next turn I'm getting hit by this thing for a lot more. And that's why I think Echo form is needed, otherwise next turn I don't do enough blocking. Sorry, Rainbow, I'll be back for you. I have not forgotten what you've done. Excellent, they did minus strength on me, which is good. Uh-oh. Didn't draw the Cold Snap. 74 incoming? That's very funny. Okay then. We'll do it your way, game. How do you like these particular apples? Wait, am I full blocking? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60... 73, but I've got 70 more than 3 incoming. I think I'll just keep looking at you then, stare you down with menacing intent. Not often I take the Spire Spear up the wazoo, but I'm taking it. Hey, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. This speeds me up considerably for filling up my orb slots. There we go. Sorry, Inserter, it's not that I don't trust you, it's just I've got things I need to do, like win. You know anything about that? So the block game is there, but block game alone won't win the heart. That's why I'm concerned greatly about the heart. Maybe they can get a card that saves me here. Rainbow! Rainbow gives me dark. And with the Echo form in play and Glacier coming up, I'm not afraid of doing this. Not like I'm shy on the slots for this anyway. I'll get this down. We're still blocking all this nonsense. Little bits of damage coming in here and there, but they are attacking my focus, which I don't appreciate. Oh, God. Melter to turn around once again. Could actually double the biased. Not too worried about the lack of output there. But yeah, I'm not willing to take this 84. I need to turn around. Double bias. I'll lose 2 per turn, but those dark orbs are going to cane. Puts me on a dangerous timer. I'll be fine. Hey, look at this. I'm already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm already blocking this. I don't even need to turn around. I will just continue to stare at this thing with menacing intent. What a bizarre deck. As they say, where damage? Need to bring those dark orbs towards the front or else nothing is ever happening. Could have turboed there now that I think about it. Turbo to equilibrium. Loop is also good, but oh my god, Melter! The damage! Melter! 1 energy, over 100 output. It's insane. Couldn't quite get that to work the way I wanted it, but this'll do. Dual cast, multicast, all of that gets me out of here right now. These guys are getting mad. Hey, multicast is here. Alright, I propose I no longer be in this fight. However, if I wait 1 turn, Insert will be on 1, and I'm going to need these orb slots very quickly in the heart. I have hologram next turn to multicast this thing. They aren't blocking, and this thing will kill both in 1 shot. And even if it doesn't, the lightning will finish up. So as long as I can block 116, we're okay. I'm okay, right? I think I'm okay. What I could do is do cool-headed things, and that'll pop through, then I'm waiting on the next Dark Orb. But I can also turn around. Dual cast probably kills. Dual cast definitely kills you, and it's going to do 94 plus 17 plus 17 on you. I think that'll be okay. Let's see where it goes. Well, that is pretty delectable. Go for the eyes doesn't reduce damage, but we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times 11, which is plenty to deal with you. So we just... That's not enough to kill you, though. How do I actually kill you? There's got to be a way for you to die. Drawing these cards might not do it, though. I need you to die next turn. That was what I was afraid of. If I play Rainbow, you die. So maybe if I just do Rainbow next turn, we're all fine. And I can... Oh, I can't hologram the Rainbow because I just brought it in. I shouldn't have played that. I should have just Rainbowed next turn. But then it wouldn't have pushed this orb out. What can be done? Maybe I get it on the redraw. Otherwise, I can still wait in this fight. There's nothing stopping me stalling this fight a little bit longer. Except my lack of bias. That is actually a pretty good reason that I can't stall. Pretty good reason indeed. Maybe you can kill yourself. Yeah, find a way to kill this turn would be great. Maybe I can? Yes, I can. Get out of my face. Woomph. Alright, at the 11th hour, we're saved by the Vajra. All those attacks that I do, proc kunai 4 times to be fair, is now 1 bit stronger. Now, is there a single card that can bail me out? Yes, there's Core Surge. There's not Core Surge, but the Claw! Infinite scaling against the heart with Claw. Somehow I don't think it's Claw. And it's certainly not Sunder. Big chunky damage card, but we need to rely on Dark Orbs. It's really difficult. How do I actually kill this thing? I can block for days, but doing damage? Do I have to rely on Zap? Do I have to rely on Toolbox Panacea? Because remember, we only won that fight because we Toolboxed Panacea, which is a monstrously small chance. Creative AI could also bail me out, but I struggle to imagine how. Some really good ordering with like Echo, Loop, Defrag, but I still need to block the Heart's enormous hits, and the Heart will hit me for 300 before I'm even able to deal with them. And I don't have Recursion for my Dark Orb. I passed it up earlier and I regretted it ever since, I think. I think I have to Loop, or I have to hope that I get Storm to kill him with Lightning. But yeah, we are low on ways to kill the Heart. Odds of success are something like 10% or lower. You'd have 5 attacks with Claw. Think of the kunai and... yeah, for all that manual blocking we do. Alright, Heart, let's have a go. Recycle all the deck, play single Claw over and over again. There's no Panacea here. Can I have none of these? Mayhem is far too dangerous to play. Mind Blast is almost damage, but it's too expensive. I guess I just take Hand of Greed and use it as a recycle target. Would I ever actually want Mayhem? Mayhem could hit multicast and do bad things. It could hit bias and do very bad things. Never ever Mayhem. Recycle's not so bad because I choose what I recycle. Although it's bad if... no, it starts at the start of the turn, so it's not bad. I think I just take Hand of Greed and recycle it when I get the opportunity. Yeah, Mayhem hits bias and kills me. Yeah, that's true. So this is a complete miss. In fact, it's working against me because it's clogging my deck. And I can't not take this. Oh well, let's go. Creative AI at the very start is not without reason. Boot Sequence, Cold Snap, Creative AI, Cry. Boot Sequence saves me 4 here, but it's not like I can hold on to it. Hologram's already going away. Actually, Boot Sequence, Creative AI, Cold Snap, Hollow Cold Snap. I'm just 1 energy shy, though. And I need that Creative AI played. Maybe hold on to Boot Sequence. It's kind of a shame. I need those Frost Orbs up and on the go fast. And the Lightning's blocking me evoking Plasma. Or is it? Hold on, think a little bit. Think a little bit more. What about Boot Sequence, Dual Cast, Multicast? Then I block, I do that, and then I'm down to 3 energy. And then I multicast this thing up to 8 energy. And then I can Creative AI, Cold Snap, Hollow Cold Snap. I'll have 2 Frost Orbs in play, Creative AI in play. I will have lost my Plasma. Play everything. I'm not playing Bias Cognition. No way in hell. But the Cold Snap, potentially with Hand of Greed, could actually get me kunai value. May actually help, because I'll be frail. It's not unthinkable. I will do that, actually. Creative AI Lightning Orb build for the win. Yeah, Lightning Orb is about the only reasonable way I have to defeat the Heart with, and even that's going to take a bit too long. Alright, you need to be in play. Hollow that back. And then get kunai. Alright, not a great turn 1, but it was our turn 1. And yeah, playing this is death. Heat sinks is not the power I was looking for. But, wait, hang on. What? Go for the eyes? Glacier? Anyone? Okay, Seek. Seek will bail me out here. That's a lot of bailing. No real energy to be had here. I might have to seek Turbo. What a horrifying turn. I think I need Go for the Eyes to reduce some of this horrifying incoming damage. You could recycle Heat Sinks. I might want Heat Sinks for the draw that it gives. But it really isn't the card that I want right now. I need some upfront block, though. I guess that's what Glacier is, but without some focus. And that's bad news as well. Zap Compile draws 2, but it also uses 2 energy, which I don't have. Seek, Go for the Eyes, and Glacier. It's not amazing, but it's something. And then I can still defrag here for a little bit more output. Alright, and now there's only 50 incoming, but we blocked 20. That's not too shabby. I should get recycling while the going is good, but I probably shouldn't recycle Zap. Just recycle the crummy Defend, or even the Burn. Recycle the Defend and I can play something. Maybe Heat Sinks. Recycle the Heat Sinks and I can play Defend. That's extra funny. We're going way low, way fast in this fight. Oh gosh, if I play the Zap, I can evoke this for 3 extra block. But the Compile Driver's already beaten gone, so the extra draw isn't really there for me. What are we doing next turn anyway? Those base Defend cards are looking very, very unfortunate. With any luck I can get Defrag. Maybe my Cool-Headeds. That's a lot of hoping. Let's be aggressive. Get Heat 6 down. Or Calcium's there to aid my defense. Ow! Oh, Loop is good. Defrag is good. There's a lot of good stuff here. Rainbow's probably not it. I need to pray that Creative AI scales me up. Which it's trying to do. Charge battery, Chillionaire, defrag. Got a loop as well. Don't draw me something that I... Oh, draw me the Void, that'd be nice. Wound is nice enough. Alright, well we survived the first cycle, which is great. We've done virtually no damage. Where'd that 7 block come from? Oh, I'm looping Frost. That could be good or bad. Not getting rid of the Slimed feels bad, but super Creative AI. Oh, and drawing those Defends out of my face. This is our draw next turn, by the way. Not terribly bad, actually, with Cool-Headed Equilibrium, so I'm not unhappy. I'm not happy. In comes the big hit. We should be able to handle that, right? Cool my head a little bit. Capacitor's not the answer here. Inserter already does that stuff. But it does it a bit slowly. could insert her regardless, because if I draw something like Glacier, I'm going to wish I have those extra orb slots. Dual cast is fine. Just charge up the battery and keep going. We need some zippity zapping here. Multi-hits coming in. It's a bit more than 47. This is okay, though. On that rainbow down, I need to start cycling my frost, but Glacier's here, Cold Snap's here, Cool-Headed is here. We've got stuff that we can do. So, Heat Sink's Loop. If I Heat Sink's Loop, I'm going to draw into things I can't use unless Turbo is at the ready, which it might be. Oh, the slime is there to be gotten rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not enough, though. Where's additional block? Rainbow is some additional block. And I do kind of need it right now. Was that actually additional? Ooh, still taking more than I'd like here. Which is anything. Alright, Echo Form is here. That can help a lot. Go for the Eyes Mist. That doesn't help a lot. No more Frost either. This is my draw next turn. Oh, Glacier is here. Oh, good. Echo Glacier will help me out tremendously. And I might still need those biases towards the end, which is terrifying. But this capacitor is no longer useful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th slot coming in shortly. Get rid of it. Replace it with some Cold Snapping, unless I want to draw. No, because I want that Glacier next turn. Can't even kunai. What a miserable time to be the Defect. We can pretend. Yeah, the damage output isn't sufficient here. Beat of Death is now 3. We need to keep the looping on the Frost. Glacier on the wrong turn. I needed this when he was multi-hitting. Or rather, Hologram is here as well. Blocking the multi-hit's going to be difficult. Exceedingly difficult. Buffer isn't the answer here, although I might double it anyway. Because at least it could do something. I need those zaps as well, though. Damn it all. What am I doing here, by the way? I could get the static discharge so that if he breaks through, he's going to evoke my Frosts mid-attack, and that might save my bacon. The buffer also draws, but what would it draw of use? Recycle, actually. Looping Dark is enough, because I can't kill the Corrupt Heart in one go, and we don't have recursion. Okay, Turbo, Heat Sinks. We can make a turn out of this. We can make a pretty big turn out of this. Fine. Are we going to see the mythical plus 50 Strength Heart? I hope not. I would not be blocking that. Getting a slime out of my face is rather nice. Beat of Death is at 3. Let's not throw away those buffers for no good reason. Where is this going? Bias. Like I said, Bias gets us killed, so I'm not interested in Bias currently. Still a lot of fight left in this fight. Damage needs to be done, but a zap is hardly the solution here, especially with a multi-hit coming in. This slime out of my deck for good. And I guess I better discharge this. That's a problem. Should I hollow the Turbo just to get more stuff going right now? If I hollow Turbo and static discharge, I'm actually going to draw quite a few cards. Although I will only be on 2 energy with whatever we get. And it could hurt me a lot. Could, but it also could be Equilibrium, which I could save the Glacier for next turn, and I do need it next turn. Alright, so Turbo's coming back. Turbo's getting played. This is going to draw 3 cards. It was not the card of my dreams. I wanted Equilibrium. I didn't get Equilibrium. What do we do failing that? We enjoy the fact that we have a little bit of kunai, maybe? So I'm 4 strength. He's going to have his 6 by 15. I need to block 90. If I get my... Oh, no, Glacier's already here. Gosh, blocking that's going to be difficult. Rainbow pushes out too many Frost Orbs that I need next turn. I do admit I need the damage, but that damage is nothing if I die next turn. Which I'm currently on track for doing. Yeah, the draw order has finally come to work against me. Hand of Greed to do some damage. It was an idea. It was probably better than pushing this forward a little bit. Compile Driver at least is going to draw 3, but it's drawing 3 of not much, and the Burn and the Wound are there. And when we reshuffle, I've just thrown 2 Voids into it as well, which is also kind of bad. Everything about this turn is kind of bad. If I bias now, next turn will be fine, but we will be dead in the long term. And there's still quite a lot of this fight to go. And also, if I'm really desperate, bias is still there next turn. I think there's nothing I can reasonably do here. This is Jake's longest run ever. Probably Jake's hardest run ever at this rate. Well now, this... That Echo Form is there to tempt me, but I think the Echo Form would get me killed. We need to block 90. We're currently not blocking 90. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... So what do we got? We got 63 here. Cool-Headed's going to come out. It'll also draw for us. There's Equilibrium, but it won't EQ anything of particular value, will it? No, not really. And Go for the Eyes is going to miss again. Ow. I'm almost dead here, which is terrifying. What do I do? Charge Battery, Defend? EQ won't preserve the Echo Form. It's ethereal, so it'll fizzle away at the end of this turn anyway. Heat Sinks will draw 1. But none of this 1 helps us out. Not even Go for the Eyes, the artifact will block it. So I think it's just defend, defend, although it's still more damage than I'd like to see. I guess a buffer will kick in here. And even if he does hurt me, he's going to evoke one of my Frost Orbs, so it's actually not that bad. So we'll just charge our battery. And if I don't care about this stuff, might as well heat sink it. Ooh, hang on. Thank you, Echo Form. Now, Go for the Eyes doesn't miss. What a thought. Do I want to shuffle this stuff out, by the way? I do. I want to shuffle out the Burn and the Wound, so Compile Driver is a bit of a hit here. And what a hit. Do I want to draw even more? Let's just believe that we're going to find our way into... Wait a second, I need to do damage, don't I? Let's do damage. Good enough. Ow! Alright, I'm still standing. Maybe now I have to bias Cognition? Like, if we don't, we're super dead. Double biased, hit electrodynamics, start dealing damage. Pray that Glacier comes in to save me. Damage is for cowards! Damage is outlawed. Alright, now we have to go absolutely ham. Oh crap, the Void! The Void blocking Electro Die is nasty stuff. However... There's no however. Ah, crumbs. Well, the Electro Die would have put me in the same problem. Can't hold on to this stuff either. Need to loop the Frost to have any chance of winning next turn. Alright, we can still get out of this, but I was hoping for a lot more damage from having Electro Die for 2 more Lightning Orbs. I guess I just charge Battery right now then. Go for the Eyes. Gotta survive this cycle at the very least. 8x15 coming my way. There's double glacier at the very least. At the very, very least. Hang on. I can double the Echo Form, double the Turbo, double the Glacier. Is that going to be enough, or am I dead anyway? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need 15 of them. 10, 11, 12, 13. We'll evoke more with the stuff that pops out. Maybe. Let's go for it. Okay, now I really want to double that bias cognition. I kind of need to at this point, don't I? Double bias, double turbo, I'll have 6 energy. Okay, now think and think hard. If I need more energy, I can always hologram the turbo. The voids are out. No voids here either, that's quite good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we already block this. We don't actually need Glacier here. What I need then is damage. Electro's damage. Rainbow is damage. This also pushes the Dark Orb out to do some reasonable damage. But I could actually zap Dual Cast to do criminal damage right now. And I still need a Dark Orb on the front. And then with Electro Die, we actually damage cap. And if I EQ this hand, I keep some block. We might be there. We might actually be there. I want that hologram so I can fetch back Turbo for more damage. There's 100 damage right here. Big if true. Comes in with a big hit. Don't forget your Hand of Greed. How could I forget? Oh, more bias. I need more bias. Double the bias, double the recycle, double the electro. Thank you, Rainbow. Actually, get rid of this crummy defend. Thank you, Hand of Greed. Alright, keep that frost in front. That's very important. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that's damage cap. Give me a good reason not to push things even harder. You can't. We're not retaining this hand, by the way. I should have strongly considered hologramming the retain, but we might be there anyway. I don't want to leave it to too much chance, but Heart's not feeling very good. Heart is trying, though. Somewhat unbelievably, I think we're there. Whew! Phew! Oh, wow! We did it. We actually won in over 3 hours. The game is so exhausted, it's not even giving me the victory parade. Oh, wow. Set that streak to 3. That has got to be the hardest win I've ever had. Not the hardest run I've ever had. I've had harder runs that fail. But at no point did I think we were winning that. Act 1 was pretty so-so, had some miserable encounters that we powered our way through. I rested into the Guardian, took no damage. That's always a bad sign that you're misjudging your deck. Act 2 was miserable. Aggressive marketing from the freaking merchant man. Merchant. And not a drop to worth selling me. And yeah, you know, strike dummy. Smooth stone. Toolbox saved us though. We were dead to rights against Spear and Shield there. Whew. Whew, whew, whew. Okay. You know what's incredibly bizarre? I said that it would be impossible to end on a 3 streak here, but we're ending on a 3 streak here. That took a lot out of me. I thought if I was win, it would take like 2 hours or so. If I lose, it would be over quickly. But that one took it out of me. And why ruin a good thing? I want to go into the next time and say we're on streak 3, so we have things to lose. So what does that mean for the bet? It means everybody wins. Everybody's going to get their bets back, which is going to make the people that voted for the 4th streak very unhappy because they're in for the reasonable chance to make 30 times their bet back. How many times has Dark Young said coward today? It's quite a lot. Anyway, the prediction will close with nobody winning, but also nobody losing. So enjoy a return on your points whilst I prep up for my next stream, which is a pair of punishment games. What are the punishment games, you might ask? They are... He has to check his own list here. Oh, they're not here. Cruelty Squad and Lex Mortis. I think Lex Mortis won first, so we will transition to that post-haste.